Inside Stone's Gambling Hall in Sacramento, California, you'll find Sammy's Restaurant and Bar. Recognized for its innovative, healthy global cuisine, Sammy's offers menu selections made with local, organic ingredients. Indulgent options like truffle fries, duck tacos, artisan wood-fired pizzas, fresh salads, and more, along with an eclectic selection of craft beers and classic handcrafted cocktails. Plus, with 40 big screen TVs, Sammy's is also the perfect place to catch your favorite game. Satisfy your craving anytime, 24/7, tableside or in the dining room at Sammy's Restaurant and Bar at Stone's Gambling Hall.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another exciting edition of Stones Live Poker. I am Justin Karitis, also known as JFK Stones TD, and with me is the amazing, intelligent, handsome, wonderful, strikingly incredible poker. I'm trying to think of.
Yeah, I think you're missing a few still.
There's no words to describe this young man, Mr. Kyle Kitagawa, Cali Kid himself. Go ahead and say something. I've done all the talking so far.
Hello, guys.
That was good.
We have a 1-3 no limit game today. Thanks for tuning in. I'm with the awesome,
Keep going.
cool guy.
That's it.
Justin.
I'm very disappointed.
What are you drinking?
This is Spindrift. It's natural berry and carbonated water and no sugar. It's delicious. I'm not even getting paid to say they're delicious, so you know they really are.
I'm drinking. That's actually a big brand.
Are you sick?
No, I wanted some green tea, caffeine, but she gave me mint tea. So.
Well, believe it or not, we are not here to talk about soda and green tea tonight.
Oh, we're not?
We actually have a 1-3 no limit hold'em game on the stream tonight. Now, 1-3 typically is the lower end of the limits that we run on the show. But what can we say about the 1-3? Because really, they have potential with the table cap, or I should say rather lack of cap, because you can buy up to the big stack. They get big, right?
Which is the cap, but yeah, it gets big. It plays like a 2-5. I've seen it play like a 5-10.
If it's Veronica and friends, yeah.
It can be huge. I've lost a 6K pot in the 1-3 game here.
Holy
I've heard
crap.
stories of people losing or winning 8K pots. I've seen tables with over 20K on the table in the 1-3 games here. So
have you ever heard of somebody that lost a pot in a poker game and then had to go live on the streets? Do you know anybody like that yet?
Phil Ivey.
Phil Ivey does not does not live on the streets.
Well, not right now, but there was a time early on in his career where he would go to Atlantic City and play, I think at the Borgata.
Okay.
He would lose his roll and he'd have to sleep under the bridge or whatever in Jersey.
You heard it here first. I would not sleep anywhere outside in Jersey.
Everyone knows this. And then he'd take the bus. He would
Apparently
take the
not
bus
everybody
home.
knew.
Yeah, dude.
Hello,
that's like,
everyone in the chat room. MTG Tank, Eloise Zilla, Sean McCormick, everyone else. We'll get to you guys soon. We know that you're going to have some great questions and interaction for us tonight, but right now we're going to head down to the table. I have a killer lineup here for you. Starting right there in seat 1. Young man named Oliver. What can I say about Oliver? Really nothing. I just met him today. I don't know anything about him.
Usually he plays in a bigger game at 2-5, I think 5-10. I haven't played a whole lot with him, but I played enough to know a little bit about his tendencies. He's a little bit on the tighter side.
Okay.
We'll see how he plays tonight.
Great. Seat 2, one of our very own young men that usually is right here behind me, but tonight he's out there. That's Abraham. Abraham, as you can see there, he ordered some lettuce wraps, not quite a salad. So
We
I
have
don't know.
lettuce wraps here?
Yeah, for the normally for the chicken, but he just put lettuce like inside, and then more lettuce, and then some hummus. Very healthy, but
didn't
I
even know
don't.
that.
We'll see if it has that positive EV run good like the salad. Now, seat 3, you know him from the chat room. You might even know him in person. Masta C or Mustak. I think his name's supposed to be Mustak, but Veronica started calling him Masta C, and it's kind of stuck. That is Chris G in seat 3. Next, seat 4 is Ducky. You've seen him at our final table for the Stones Live last Sunday. He's made a final table and ran really well. Seat 5, one of our board ops / chip runners here at Stones.
Reese.
You know Reese.
Yeah.
Reese is no stranger to getting off the shift and jumping right in the game.
He should be drinking a beer right now too.
I believe you. I was over at the table earlier, and they were all drinking earlier, so that's a good
That's
sign,
a good
right?
sign, yeah.
When you're at a quiet table, danger.
Yeah.
When you're at a table with drinks and they're joking and being loud,
Those are the tables you want to be
like
at.
the Veronica and Friends game,
That's definitely a table you want to be at.
or soon to be Lon and Friends, right? You
yeah.
know about that?
Yeah. So what is that?
We'll talk about that later. We'll get to it. Let's introduce the rest of these guys. Seat 6 is Joker. Jim is in the house. Jim is a fun player. He loves to mix it up, and he shows up sometimes. He actually showed up as Joker for our superhero game. Remember the superhero game?
Yeah.
No. All right.
Yeah.
Good answer. Seat 7 is Hollywood, and look at that picture. Man,
Man, he has hair under that hat.
That's a good looking
Oh, he's
dude
wearing
right
a different
there.
hat today too. He usually wears the red Hollywood hat.
We have a regular in seat 8, the Crusher, the one only infamous Brian S. for his $700 9-5 call against Jake's Pocket Queens. Remember that one?
Yeah.
Yes, good answer. All right, and last but most certainly not least, we have a newbie, or I guess he's been on once or twice, Jerry W. in seat 9. So we got our first hand shaping up right here. Brian raises to 100 with ace queen off suit, and let's see if he gets any action.
And we also got Cameron in the dealer position.
When we talk about Cameron, we like to say the infamous Cameron.
Infamous
Cameron. I'm actually pretty excited about tonight, this last minute change, me being in the booth with you. I believe this is going to be the first time that I've been in the booth with you when you're sober. Right?
Yeah,
You were
probably, yeah.
You were for your audition. You didn't. I don't think you realized how much of a lightweight you are, and then you had some tooth drugs going too. We
that's
talked about your
right.
tooth for like an hour.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
a very exciting
Yeah.
show.
I
Go back and watch it if
busted
you
out
missed it.
my tooth the day before. Not at a poker table. Damn, that would be a good story, huh?
So Brian has raised it to 100 again. This time with king queen suited, and it looks
There
like
has to be a straddle.
Brian
right?
is just raised and everybody folds, and if that's how this whole night's going to be, then we're going to have lots of time to talk
There was
about
no
other things.
straddle. It says plus $4.
Plus 4.
Yeah, because you know how the graphic shows how
that was
much
his win. I think that
how
was
much
his
they
win,
won.
because there was only 1
yeah,
and 3
so
in the pot.
he won $4, which means there's no straddle.
That's really sad.
So it's just open to 100. Just
So it's 1-3, 100 to go. It's gonna be a great game.
should be fun. Last time Abraham was on the stream, we gave him a lot of crap for, I think he slow played a set of 8s or something. So this is his. What? Nope, dude. Come on, turn your phones off.
I'm trying.
Massa C calls 25 from the hijack. I don't know who opened.
That was, looks like it was Hollywood, or could be Brian. I mean, Brian's opened every pot so far.
No, Brian just raised it. 200.
So Brian is keeping it pretty consistent here. Every hand he pops it to 100. And this is kind of a situation you get into when you have a player like Brian who's used to higher limits, 5, 10, 10, 25s, gets into a game like this. You know, money
That's
really
still,
means nothing to him, right?
That's still, I don't know, that's still a big raise.
So looks like Hollywood had bumped it up to 75. Mass to C calls. Brian puts 100 on top.
No. Hollywood called the 25.
Oh, okay.
So we have a mysterious $25. Maybe there's a straddle for 25.
Maybe.
Who knows? Maybe that would explain the $100 raise by Brian. Although we saw him do it the last hand without a straddle, I think.
All right, there's your flop. A jack, a 3, and a deuce. Not the most wonderful flop for Brian. He's got 1 over. Hollywood with the nut flush draw.
Brian
nice to see with
the barrel
nada.
here. It's a big bet, 175. With just pocket 5s here. He's continuing to wrap a big overpair, possibly hands like ace jack. It's a pretty dry flop with just a jack, but against 2 opponents, out of position. It's
So Brian bets big here,
Yeah.
175, and Hollywood goes all in with this nut flush draw for 530.
you kind of have to, right? When it's already 175,
Okay,
you
so-
got only 500 left.
Let's talk about Hollywood, because Hollywood, even though he can mix it up, he does have a reputation as kind of a tight player.
Yeah,
And you
yeah.
see he's knocks his chips down over there. We could talk about that too. What does that mean? But for Hollywood to come in and shove on this pot, what are you thinking if you're sitting in Brian's seat? You know
crap.
Hollywood, right? Yeah, like, are you thinking I'm way behind, I shouldn't
you're
even put any more
flipping
money?
at best.
At
Against a flush draw, you're like what Hollywood
But
has.
in reality, they really are flipping.
Yeah.
They're actually 50-50 in this
It
pot.
looks like it's 355 to call about 1,000. So Brian is getting like 2.5.
How could Brian call here? How could he call? He's got to think Hollywood hit the jack. If nothing else.
The only way he calls is if he thinks Hollywood has a flush draw and he is in fact flipping 50-50 and he's getting pot odds of about 2.5 to 1
Which
to
he
call,
is,
which
right?
he is, yeah. But he's crushed. The thing is that, like you said, Hollywood is such a tight player. Any bigger pocket pair even, or a jack, has him super crushed.
Now let's talk about
That's
how
why
he
I don't
put
like
his,
the bet
put his
by
chips
Brian.
into the pot. Okay. Oh,
He called.
he did. Okay, and there's your run out. 5s are going to hold up amazingly.
And they only ran it once too. You can run it more than once here on Stone's Live.
How many times?
I don't know.
Don't ask him, he doesn't know.
How many times can you run it? the dealers don't know, so I'm just gonna say you can run it up to 4 times.
Wrong.
3 times? 3? 4?
3 times.
Okay, so you can run it up to 3 times. They only ran it once though, so this conversation is irrelevant. But you know what?
A
Here's the thing.
surprising play by Hollywood.
No, I think it's more surprising by Brian to just open there, but like Hollywood's got to go with that hand, I think. But here's the thing. Here's the thing that I see a lot in these 1-3 games, especially on the live stream game, is they start this game around 6 o'clock, about an hour before the stream actually starts. And during that hour, we see players gamble early on because the max buy-in to start this game is 500. If someone doubles up to 1,000, everyone can match that, and then the game gets bigger. So I see a lot of players, including myself, gamble early on in that first hour.
Oh, I got you. Okay, I got you.
Just so they can buy in and get the game going big. So curious to see if that had anything to do with it in Brian's mind, who typically plays bigger games and wants to get more chips on the table.
So Hollywood coming back in for 500 here, and the action has folded around. Hollywood with 6-8.
What's up, everyone in the chat? Poker Pro Eric, MTG Tank, Stones Live. Oh, that's us.
Hi, Stones Live. Thank you for being in the chat room.
Let's see, JFK. Oh, that's you. So basically, we are half of the chat right now, but people are still coming in. So
Yeah, why not? We got an Action 1-3 lineup for you guys. Rick and Barstow joins us.
What
Lorson,
up?
thank you so much. Shoes 2017. I'm going to assume you just made your account this year, or you're 0 years old, one or the other.
what? What are you talking about?
Who has 2017 on it?
Oh, no, it doesn't. Wait, whose name are you talking about?
Move on. Moving on. All right, Abraham opens up to 15. Oh, it looks like 12 with pocket 10s.
If he flops the set and checks it all the way down like last time,
Is that what he did?
I'm going to shave his beard off.
Good luck with that. I think he's bigger than you.
Hollywood is in for another 500.
Now I expect Brian reduces to raise it to 100. No, Brian's going to start mixing his game up a little bit. Just a call. And we are 4 ways to the flop for $12. Ryan, 714 wants to know when we're getting the 24/7 stream going. I didn't know we were. He wants a 24/7 stream. All right, ace, a jack, and a 6. Not really the happiest of flops for Pocket Abe's. However, Jerry, look at this flop for Jerry. He hits a jack and the nut flush draw. That's a pretty sweet flop. Check around, and there it is, locked up.
Got a royal draw too.
Yeah.
And it's live. It's live. I don't think we saw anyone fold the queen of spades.
Okay, that does give Pocket Abe's a set, so there are some opportunities for him to pull ahead, and he's going to go ahead and come along here.
I'm going to take back what I said earlier, and I hope he doesn't raise.
I want to see 3 rivers. Let's run the river 3 times. All right, we are heads up now, looking for that magic card.
Or did he raise? Oh, he did raise.
And that is not it. Spades are going to be the best hand here, and Pocket Abe's is in a world of trouble here. Jerry checks.
Yeah, sneaky.
Sneaky check. Pocket Abe's gonna fire. I'm looking down here, looks like about 60 to go.
If I'm Jerry, I'm gonna make it like at least 200.
Well, you went up to 180. 120 more to call, and I mean, he could get away from this, but I think the way that it's been played, that Abraham just thinks he's likely best.
Yeah, he's gonna call. I'm gonna say the reason why I would put in a bigger bet here by Jerry of at least 200 and possibly an over bet is because Abe min raised the turn, which is at these stakes especially, you see a lot of min raises, and it usually means they want action.
Yeah.
They're usually very strong. You already hit your flush on the turn, which indicates that Abe could have a series of lower flushes. There's also a straight draw out there. There's 2 straight draws out there with the 7 on the river. There's obviously sets, and that was a King Jack 10, or was it Ace Jack 10 board. All those cards hit a lot of calling ranges pre-flop. A lot of 2-pair hands are in there. He didn't slow down on the river, so you can put him on a pretty strong hand, and I would just test his limits. But it's all good. He got some value.
He definitely got some value. Looks like Hollywood's raising it up to 43. The graphics say he's got 45 in there. He may have made a verbal announcement to 43. And we are back around to Mass to C. And
Hollywood raised to 43. Man, is it just to open to 43?
He's got ace queen, is offsuit. He's got 2 flush draws. Why not? There's the ace. He knew that was coming too. So Hollywood pulls way in the lead on this hand right now, and you can see from the graphics they're 84%. Jerry's gonna check those 10s.
If I'm Hollywood, I am. Oh, he's in position too. I was gonna say, if you're in early position here, I'm still putting in a sizable C bet, especially after opening that large and getting called by 2 players. You gotta suspect that they have reasonably good hands and maybe hit the ace.
Hollywood asking, is it on me? Is it on me? Is it my turn?
They're gonna check him. Hollywood's gonna put in a bet. Pretty good size one. Looks like it's over 100. Yeah, it's almost that's practically a pot size bet.
Easy takedown for Hollywood.
Get a set. Get a pocket set. Pocket set. Pocket set.
All right, so Hollywood has played more hands this episode than his average per episode, probably. But he's stuck, so I anticipate he's going to play
So
more
you're going to play a
hands.
little looser, right? Try and get it back.
I see more people joining the chat. What's up, Fat Train? Ducky, is that his real name or?
Well, his name is John Duckworth.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
So he likes Ducky as a nickname.
Jerry W. Isn't there a Jerry Wang that won the WSOP?
I don't think that's him, though.
Yeah, I know. Just saying.
So Pocket Abe's flopping 2-pair, but against a weak ace, I don't know how much action he can get. Let's go and check.
Pocket Abe's is.
And we're not going to do that again on the turn. Pocket Abe's faced with a $25 bet. Ducky taking a shot to see if he's best. And that looks like we're going upstairs. 75. It's 50 more for Ducky. And he's got to have some alarms going off in his head at this point.
What's up? Are you kidding me? Is in the house.
Are you kidding me? He says, what's up, fam? How you doing? Pocket Abe's gets the check mark on the river with 2-pair, and he sticks a stack in there, probably 100.
Wouldn't it be cool if the players agree to, instead of running it twice or whatever, if all 5 cards are already out, you can do a 6th card for the ocean?
Why not?
Because now you got a flush draw for Ducky too.
Yeah.
What are the best game or like variation rules, like the 7 Deuce game, stuff like that you play?
One of my favorites that I used to play all the time, I call it the King 9-5 game because I always picked King 9 and 5. But it's a great bet, a prop bet that you can make when you're at the poker table. It's basically you're going to pick any random 3 cards in the deck, and if one of those cards comes up on the flop only, then you win, and your opponent has to pay you whatever the bet is.
I would never
if it doesn't come up.
bet with you.
Why?
Because the chance of you picking 3 numbers is slightly higher than it airballing all 3.
He's too smart for me. What's the percentages?
It's very low. It's maybe like less than 3%, but
No, it's not that bad.
yeah, I think
It's like
it
a
is.
60-40 split.
Well, that's even worse.
Fine by me. If I'm making the bet, I'll take it. All right, guys, 3-way action and ace on every flop. That's how we roll here at Stones Live.
But
Reese,
I have
huge lead.
made that bet myself with other players.
Oh, do you?
I've come up on it. Yeah, it's a good bet.
It seems like, if you think about it logically, it seems like you should be better having every other card in the deck, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, his variant says, Kyle, you cracked my aces at Reno WPT. Punk. My bad, sorry.
Guys, this is not the forum to complain about bad beats that Kyle has put on you, okay?
Let's hear him, guys. Who else have I put a bad beat on? I remember that hand, though.
That's great. All right, as expected, Reese has taken this one down. The thing is, with middle pocket pairs, overs on the board, it's very hard to continue, especially with the player being aggressive.
If you ever have a home game, try this one. Basically, anytime there's an all-in before the river card, you have to run the board twice. But only the second run out counts. It's the most tilting experience.
That's horrible.
It's the most.
I would never play that
It's the best
way.
for home games because everyone will be on life tilt. Can you imagine?
No, I would not play that game. Forget it.
You're not a gambler then.
There you go. Check out the chat room. We got the current cumulative winnings since we started the stream. Brian currently is in the best shape. And Hollywood Hollywood down 700, Brian up 700. That pretty much says it all. Yeah.
In one hand. Joker picks up Snowman. He's in early position. Pocket Abe's with aces.
With his namesake, Pocket Abe's.
American Airlines. The better airline right now. Out of the two popular U.S. airlines.
All right, so we have three-way action, and that flop misses everyone. Brian with the gut shot. Joker's gonna check, and Abe's still in the lead.
Nobody has the ace of diamonds out of the three aces that people are holding.
I think it's hilarious when people say they hate aces. Just because you lost some hands with them or you misplayed them, I hate aces. Like, screw you. I'll take aces, every hand. Every hand. Hate aces. Who are you? So Brian calls, and he picks up an open-ended straight draw. A 2 or a 7 will complete here. And as you can see up top, I love the way we list our outs here. You can see all the outs that would be possible if you were at the table, the outs that you would be counting in your head, but then the grayed out ones are ones that we know have been folded and aren't in play anymore. OMG, it's Variance. Says he met me here when he ran deep in our main event. So
I want to say
he told me that I was amazing, or she.
Because if it's the person I think of, cracked her aces.
Complaining is allowed. Complaining is allowed. She or he can complain about me because they already said I was awesome. I think that's how it works. I'm pretty sure that is accurate. So the river bricks out for Brian here. Pocket Abe's in the, with the check mark, and
yeah, good check here.
I don't know that he can get much. Did he? He didn't even bet on the river. He didn't even try to get value out of it. But Brian shows one ace and slowly rolls over the 6. He didn't have the 6.
The only way Brian could have won that hand was by betting, but I think with the texture of the board, betting there is just not really going to work.
Well, I mean, okay, I know this is stupid, right, and silly, but for Abraham, if you don't think you could get called by anything there, but you think you're good, why not just put?
Oh, if I'm Abe, I would have bet. I would have bet if I was Abe.
Why not 100? You know, like something.
Yeah.
Just make it so they have to call.
Yeah, especially with the river counterfeits any 2 pairs.
Even though in this instance Brian's not calling anything with this high. He's not even calling $5. But how hilarious would that be? Just throw in $5, see if he calls. Shu says, how nice would it be to be on Brian's left? Brian is not.
He has the most chips right now.
Brian is not a fish.
If I had to choose anywhere on the table though, right now, I would probably take that seat.
Brian is not a fish.
You want the chips to your right though, right? Always. We want the big stack to your right.
What's ATC?
Any 2 cards.
Really?
I don't know about that part though. C3's got a lot of chips too.
OMGC, it is a guy. OMG Variance is Wayne. What's up, Wayne? Welcome to the chat room. Thank you for joining us for this 1-3 game tonight. How'd you finish in the main event? You said you ran deep.
Who?
Wayne. He said he ran deep in our main event here. The Stone Spring Classic we had here with Norman Chad and Kevin Martin was here.
Yeah. I think I played that. I think I cashed it. I did. I cashed after 4 bullets.
Well, I would hope you remember if you cashed in it.
Yeah, I did.
Hollywood picks up a flush draw and bets it.
It's the royal draw.
It is a royal draw.
We've seen 2 royal draws today.
We're getting close.
I think we're gonna hit it.
Poker Pro Eric says Stones has a lot of main events. I guess if by 2 a year that's a lot, then yes. If your definition of a lot is 2, then yes, you're correct. We have a lot.
Is it only 2? Yeah, I guess.
Okay, so Ducky with trip aces. It's 31 to call. He's going to bump it up to 75, put a little bit of pressure on Hollywood. Now, we've already seen Hollywood very capable of getting frisky with his draws. Any club, any king right now is what he needs to see. He's going to call and see what he can find on this river card.
Yeah, I like to call.
You kind of have to call at this point, right?
raising here with one card and when the board's already paired to you. It's pretty risky.
There's the king, and that's one of the cards that Hollywood needs. So now let me ask you this.
That is a scary card though, because ace, king, ace, queen.
I agree, but how does the Hollywood get max value now? He's called to his draw. He needs to get paid. Walk us through it.
So it looks like Ducky already bet out 100. I would probably only call here.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't think that there are a whole lot of hands that he beats that if he raises here.
What's he thinking about?
Looks like one all in.
Just a call.
Is that a call?
Just a call. He's got the straight. It's good. Hollywood's going to scoop, and we're going to take a moment and check his cash win. I'm just kind of curious how far back he's come.
We're talking about winning?
Yeah, it hasn't updated yet. It's still showing him down 689.
Oh, Hollywood?
Hollywood!
It probably hasn't updated from that hand yet. Or is this cumulative winning stat?
That's what it does.
Is that current
it's
us or
it's
with
just
like
for the
stream? You know how there's like
the time they've been streaming, yeah. No, it's what we're seeing with the delay. It's 25 minutes ago, so it's current with the game that we're watching right now.
Yeah, I like that stat. It's a cool feature.
So Hollywood climbing his way back up, still stuck 481, and we love stuck players because they make the game interesting, right?
Yeah, usually. Wow, we got another American Airlines.
Pretty sure we're gonna have pocket aces on every
who
hand.
folded the queen deuce? Israeli Ron would have been proud. All right, Joker says, "I'll see ya. I'll defend my blind," and he flops 2 pair.
Now Joker hits bottom pair on a paired board, and he decides to go ahead and bet out. Brian double checking his cards, gonna think it through.
Yeah, and that's technically, by definition, it would be a donk bet. We typically don't like donk bets because of this exact situation. So Brian definitely is thinking, well, I don't think he donk bet with a 9 on that flop.
This card is so bad for Joker. It's so bad. Joker now thinks that he has a big hand, and he is drawing dead.
He's gonna get raised, and I like it. It's the $75 raise. And look at the effective stack sizes here. Oh no!
Irrelevant. That actually cost Brian some money there because Joker was happy until that card came out. That is not going to get called. Whoa! What are you doing? What? He thinks they're chopping. Yeah.
Folks, it's generally a bad idea to play to chop.
What if you're playing Omaha?
Ask Jake. Ask Jake.
Okay, that's a Jake question. Oh man, that's rough. Honestly, that card could have saved him some money. Very tough spot though. Brian played that hand pretty perfect.
Yeah, I like
the small raise. Just get a little bit more money in. They call it massaging the pot.
Yep, you just let him hang himself on that flop and the turn lead.
Well, so you just got to give someone some rope and they hang themselves, right?
Yep.
No. I think that's how it worked in the Wild West too. You just here's a rope, go take care of it. Duckboy81, thank you for your subscription to Stones Live. I think he did that right from the table because that is Duckboy81 sitting right there.
It says, cool.
Or his kid, I don't know. I don't think he's 81.
Maybe he's born in 81?
That's what I'm saying. I don't think he was born in 81. I could be wrong though.
And he doesn't look like he's 81 either.
No, I mean, he looks really good for 81. Duckboy's letting us know he is not 81. Okay, good to know. Heads up. Brian continuing his run good. Look at those mountains of chips. Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jack on the turn.
What's up? What, Bri in the house?
He likes to be called Wat Brie.
Wat Brie. That's what I thought.
Have you ever had
first.
Brie cheese?
Yeah.
His name is actually named after Brie cheese because it's his favorite kind of cheese.
That's so random.
And he's like,
because his name is Brian.
I guess he was out to dinner. Brian was out to dinner, and he said they brought him his dish, and he was like, "What, Brie?" like that, and like someone was like, "Oh, that's a funny name," and I guess ever since then they called him What Brie. What Brie.
Really?
What Brie? Yeah, it's
My
like
bad.
the cheese, right?
Well, I originally thought it was Wat Brie when I first read his like Twitter handle and stuff before I actually met him, but then when I met him, I was like, oh, his name is Brian.
It's kind of a cool name though, because if
Brian.
I was gonna have a nickname, I would pick my favorite cheese as well. Like I'd be like, Go Cheese. So we got a poker hand shaping up right here. I want to answer this question in the chat. We get it almost every time, and it is important for you guys to know about the delay. We're totally live, so if we say something stupid, there's no bleeping it out. But the game is 25 minutes delayed, and we're seeing it for the first time, same as you guys on the delay.
Reese puts his beer down.
And that's what'll happen when you put your beer down. You'll get an ace king.
If you guys follow me on Instagram, Cali Kid.
Whoa. Oh wait, we'll get back to Instagram,
good.
but look at this flop. Super action.
Monster.
Reese with 2 pair, Mustak with 10-9, suited for the flush draw. And he's gonna lead out. Looks like a small bet. Maybe, oh, that's it. Game over. Reese hits the dream card on the turn.
Good game.
And now Reese, just stay still. Don't move, breathe normal. Just call. Think about it a little like it's a little bit of pain. You don't wanna do it. But all right, maybe I'll get lucky. Put it out there a little bit.
You just let out 35? Oh, snap.
Yeah.
I thought he was calling.
Don't raise. All right, good boy. And that's not. I thought, maybe if a spade comes, you're playing, let your opponent hit the flush now. But that's probably not going to get any more money.
Let him bluff the river too.
Yeah, and of course the chat room wants the blood card, but no, we didn't get it this time, guys. So sorry.
And that's the end of that hand. Yeah, so anyways, I was playing with a bottle of Tapatio on my chips as my card protector.
Like a little tiny one?
No, it's like a regular size one.
Oh!
Yeah, and then I started losing, so then the moment I moved it off, I won a big pot.
I wouldn't do that again then.
I don't know, but it was like kind of like similar strategy with the beer drinking and putting the beer down.
What does it say?
See, he put the beer down and he won a big pot.
It's scientifically proven that if you have a winning streak with a certain card protector, that card protector will continue to win until it runs out. But once it runs out, you need to change it. So it's good to come to a poker session with like 3 or 4 lucky card protectors. Yeah. Right?
I agree.
Yeah.
I have 0. I just use chips or Tapatio.
Well, you got to have chips. That's my problem. I can't use chips because I almost, they don't stay around.
All right. Yeah, who's chip running tonight if Reese is in the game?
Well, Reese worked the morning shift, so I think we got Ella out there.
Ella. Oh, Ella.
Guys, thank you so much in the chat room. As always, we appreciate you being here. Sometimes if the game is a little dry, then we need to be entertained, and that's where you guys come in. You entertain us.
I don't think Ella's a new girl, Eric. She's been here, right?
I think she just hit her 1-year anniversary here at Stones.
Yeah, but I think there is another new girl though.
There's always new girls.
Yeah.
All right, we're heads up, and Ducky hits a set. Pocket Apes with bottom pair, needs running cards to make anything happen, but he's gonna bet anyways. Deuce is gonna save him some money. I don't think he can call that. And I'm wrong.
It's getting sticky.
We're gonna change his name to Sticky Abes. And come on, get away. Yeah, that's it. No more bets.
Yeah. He could have repped like a flush if a club came on the river. maybe, but
Amy, this Trey wants to know if you can play at Stones if you work here. Absolutely. Well, I mean, no one would want to work here if we let you play. We're the best place to play, right?
a lot of places don't, though. I think.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Why do you want to turn away the craziest gamblers there are, casino employees? You want them in your games. It makes the games good.
It does.
Rick and Barstow is pretty close to getting banned.
Why would he say?
He's trying to get whipped cream in the booth. Last time we had Veronica, a bottle of whipped cream, and me in a brand new suit. Not a good combo.
All right, so we got a couple of playable hands on this one. Ducky opens under the gun with 5s, gets a call from the cutoff, 9-7. Master C picks up jacks and 3-bets it from the big blind. I think that is the correct play. So that's going to make it 45 more to call for Ducky. He's not, with his stack size, that's a little bit too much to set mine with, I think. Generally, you want to figure out what the raise is and have at least 10 times that in the effective stack. So he would need like 400.
We'll work 4 ways to this flop, and Pocket Abe's in the worst position. He does end up with a gut shot, though. Everyone kind of missing here.
That's
and
such an ugly flop
the
for
stack
jacks.
in the lead. It's ugly for everybody.
Yeah. Abe's has a straight draw. All right, so it looks like it's gonna. No, Master C is gonna lead out. Wow, gutsy play here with 3 players behind, out of position. This is why Jazz is a tricky hand, but I think in most of the time,
Think it's the right move? Well,
when you get 4
if you want to be
cards
results
behind,
oriented, it's definitely the right move. But
I will say this: it was a very risky, high variance play. But he did put in a 3-bet, so I mean he could rep Ace King there.
So this is interesting. This topic of letting your employees, letting your dealers play. And I've always worked at places that allow it. I've always worked at card rooms. I've never actually worked at a big casino. So maybe there's something to that. Maybe there's a different consideration between actual casinos and card rooms. But I think card rooms
Like a
tend
state
to.
regulation or something?
I'm not sure if it's that so much, or maybe card rooms tend to have like a more like a family feel like environment to them, you know, like so everyone's like friends, and you get off work of a dealing shift, they're like, come play with us, you know, come sit down, and I think that it's almost like our players would expect that, you know, they're making friends with our staff and they want to be able to hang out with them, and why not hang out, play poker, and take money from each other, right?
Yeah. I think it's cool.
I mean, it's the best when you can just take money from your friends, right? Isn't that what it's all about?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Bragging rights. Yeah, BJJ Fishing Poker mentions maybe collusion. I think another one that I think of is like, let's say a dealer wins a huge pot against a regular player, and then that player has a grudge against that dealer or the staff.
Okay, but you know what? I have to say that because I was always told that was a major concern, and I started off as a dealer in this industry, and I was told in the beginning, don't play against your customers, because if you can't win, they would say. If you lose to them, then you lost your money. If you beat them, then they'll be upset at you, and they're not going to tip you. So like the first 2 years, I wouldn't play in the games. I would go to other casinos to play. But after a while, a few times when I did just decide to jump in a game, I actually had the opposite experience. Playing with the players caused my tips to increase regardless of how much I was winning or losing. Now, I might be a unique case because I lose more than I win. So maybe they were just like, oh, Justin's gonna make sure he has money to lose to us. I don't know. But I found that even players that I would beat, they weren't upset and they would still tip me.
I'm still very upset about the hand that you beat me in the 08 game.
I have never beat you in a hand.
Yes, you did. We were drinking and stuff at the bar, then we all decided to come over here and start an 08 game. And it was like my first time playing 08. Yes, how do you not remember this?
Well, because I lost all my chips eventually.
God, you lost my chips.
Yeah, I lost both of our chips. All right, that 9 is a great card from a stack. Knocks everyone way down in percentage. I mean, they have to catch dream cards to do anything here.
Wait, Ducky just folded.
It said he did, but he still has his hand in front of him. So there it is, Mustak with the check mark, but not the most comfortable board.
Reese is going to take a stab at it since no one seems to have much or something.
Ryan714 says your tips went up because they were tipping you with their own money. Yeah, I said that already. I already covered that. Here's the thing. I'm going to teach Ryan how to needle. You can't just take the needle, I just needle myself and needle you guys. That's not how it works. Watch Monday's stream. Watch what we did to Veronica. That's how you needle. Oh. Did you see it?
No, I heard about it though. I'll watch it later. I got some pretty good needles against Veronica too.
Oh, we got the best picture, Bob. If you're listening, you have it. We got to show it in between hands. So we superimposed Lon's face over the Veronica and Friends poster. Yeah, and we said this is our new game coming in May, the third Wednesday of the month. We had Lon in the chat room. It was hilarious. Veronica was just like, I can't believe they're doing this to me. We got her so good. That's how you needle. If you want to know how to needle, watch Monday's
If there was a scoreboard, like right here, of all the needles that take place, Veronica would probably be at the bottom, I think.
Of giving or receiving?
Of receiving. She just sets herself up.
Oh no, she'd be at the top. The more needles you go higher. Yeah, she'd be at the top.
Yeah.
That's why you confuse me.
Yeah.
All right, Mustak with pocket kings trying to get someone in the pot with him.
And that's a 3-bet again. Oh, I don't know if you guys saw the graphics because we were talking, but Brian has 1.8K in front of him. Any of these players can match that if they want to, and then that would be awesome because we would have a super deep 1-3 game. Hasn't happened yet, but the stacks are slowly growing and getting there, so we just need a few more bust outs. And the dreaded ace comes on the flop. Nobody has it though, and that's another kind of semi-ugly turn card. Oh, you know what? Maybe it's my stack. Yeah, so we got 3 players over 1,000 on this table right now. The crazy thing is, we also have two 5 games running at the moment. I think maybe. Do we have 5-10 tonight?
We were trying to get a 5-10. I think we ended up with a 2-5 over there.
Oh look, Mastak was actually in the chat. All right, so Hollywood with King 10 in the small blind. Not sure. I guess he's. All right, so it's Hollywood and Brian again. They both flop a pair. It goes check, check. Now, if you're Hollywood, I think you need to. Wait, did it go check, check? They're discussing right now if they want to go check, check. All right, so there's only $6 in this pot. It looks like it's going to be a $3 bet and a call. And Hollywood, it's gonna go check. Man, it's a small
That
pot.
was like probably the weirdest hand I've ever seen played.
It could have gotten a little bit bigger. Come on, Hollywood, you're stuck. Play a little more aggressive. Why is my thing like frozen?
Just refresh it.
How do I refresh it? Oh, there's 500 people watching. Oh, alright. Alright,
that was a different screen.
Reese. Brian comes along. He could have 3-bet that. Reese could have 3-bet as well. Jerry should hopefully 3-bet. He does. All right. It took 3 tries. We finally got someone to 3-bet.
He only needed ace king.
Yeah.
Seats 1 and 9 staying surprisingly quiet tonight.
Yeah. No, one is generally a quiet player, and then when he gets something, he's gonna go for it. So we just gotta wait. Wow, Reese folded ace queen there in the cutoff to a 3-bet. That's a pretty tight fold.
We need drinks to the table. Can we send drinks over?
He's drinking. I thought he's like the only one that's
It's just
drinking.
Reese. He's the only one. We need everyone drunk.
He has beer goggles. Did he?
Drunk
misread his
games are the
hand?
best games. Sonoma Joe says that Poker Pro Eric is the hashtag king of Stones Poker.
Oh God. That's a great question to ask in the wrong chat room. All right, so what's going on in this hand? Got a bunch of garbage. I'm playing for $10, I guess.
It's like Brian's stack has gotten so big
Jerry's.
that I think people are afraid to play against him. He's just like, now he's like a magnet just sucking up all the chips.
Jerry's got a very playable flop, but this is the second time we see him check a pair flush draw flop.
Well, he hits his flush.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see some action
he
from
hit
Jerry.
them both times actually. Master C turned the flush draw too, and now has a pair, but kind of garbage. All right, so is Jake watching? Brian's still the chip leader.
Oh, it never ends.
Looks like we lost a player in seat 6, so we should have a new one coming in.
All right, seat open. Who wants it? Dash Braxton says he just got here. It looks like a snooze fest. You know, the game has been a little slow, but these games can turn around any moment. It just takes one player getting drunk or a new player coming in like we're about to have. So
we have an action player sit down and buy him for $1,500 in seat 6, then
why don't you go out there and play?
All right, see you later.
That was a tough sell.
All right, Reese has ace queen again. This time he raises. I like it. And he gets a call from queen jack and pocket tens. All right, Oliver, let's see what, I'm surprised Oliver didn't 3-bet here. Actually, no, never mind. It's a reasonable call. That's a really good flop for Jerry. He just is really good at flopping flush draws. That's also a straight draw, a straight flush draw. Reese is going to barrel the turn here.
I don't know if it's really fair to call $25 a barrel.
The pot was only like less than 100, right? Oh, yeah, that's a small bet. All right, so Reese gets her on the river, and he's gonna fire again. Jerry can't call. A seat just opened up. Are you gonna take it? So, yeah. So, what do we got going? How did the golf tournament go?
Golf tournament was awesome.
Who won?
So there was 3 teams that chopped.
Oh.
But my boy Dean got part of it. First place, like $4,000. I mean,
That's good.
Great,
That's cool.
great little event.
For a $200 buy-in, right?
I think next year we're gonna make it a 2-day event though. It was tough to fit the whole thing in one day.
it
Wrapped
seemed
up
like
like
you guys started
3
kind of late, huh?
Well, we had to tally all the scores so we know where the chips went. You know.
I went miniature golfing over the weekend. It was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
On the next one, there's no seats open right this second. So I'm next up though.
Cool story. We don't care.
That's all right.
That's fine.
We're playing. I'm stuck at like 500.
If you are stuck, we want you in this game. All right, Reese flops, flush draw. Ooh, 2 pair for Ducky. Open-ended and top pair for Master C.
Could be some action on this one.
Yeah. So did you play the golf?
No, I had to work.
Oh, that sucks.
I never get to play the fun events. I have to work
Yeah.
them all. It's really sad. Feels sad for me.
6 shooters coming up too.
6 shooters
that's
gonna
a
be
$200 tournament. There's like 6 starting flights.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can
So May
you can
12th, 13th,
combine.
14th, morning and night starting flights. 6 of them, $200 buy-in for a $100,000 guarantee. But the best part about it is if you qualify multiple days, you're gonna combine all your stacks
Yeah.
today too.
Well, Reese makes his folded flush. And Master C makes 3 of a kind. Wow. Yep, if you're Ducky, you're just like, dang it. I wish I didn't check that turn. And it went, did it go check turn? I see. I think Master C tried to trap there.
It didn't work.
It didn't work. Still got an open seat, folks.
You should just go get in it. You
I
can
see
make this
someone
game
sitting.
up.
I see someone sitting in it now. So
Just go push them out of the way.
with the 25
You
minute
could do
delay.
what people do this from time to time. They'll be like, Justin said, and then they'll just push them.
Pocket tens has been going around a lot. We've seen pocket tens more than any other hand. Why don't you go sit in it?
Me?
Yeah,
I don't-
try to increase your tip rate.
I don't know how to play, and I don't make tips anymore. I can play with impunity now. I could kill every player, and it won't affect me.
Oh, look at this flop. Tens are smashing it. Master C.
The Ducky can still hit a king.
Yeah, he can. This is a rematch from the previous hand. It was Ducky versus Master C, but Master C won that pot. So Ducky's gonna try to suck out now and try to even the score. He's leading out after Master C checked. I don't mind it. I definitely don't mind it. Now, if you're Master C, I'm definitely putting in the check raise now instead of slow playing it. Which he does. And it looks like it's a raise of. It looks like it's a raise of about 100, but the graphic says it's only 70.
Sometimes they're not
Yeah.
perfect.
Boom. Ducky just got some more equity. Still way behind.
How do you get more equity?
Well, he paired. Oh wait, no, he didn't. Never mind.
Yeah, he paired,
Never
but I
mind.
mean, Master C
I
has
forgot
a
we're up
set.
against the set. Ducky 3-bet pre-flop in this hand. Ace King is possibly in his range. Just
So you're saying
yeah.
that Mustak has to be careful still, even though in reality
sort of,
he's
but
91%.
yeah, I don't think he's folding though with the pot size and the effective stack size.
Oh,
Yep, Ducky's trying to rep that Ace King.
well, he's basically drawn to a king there, and it doesn't come. Mustak gonna take down a huge pot. Yikes.
Someone asked, why is that a check raise on the flop? Because I think that the Queen 10 hits a lot of 3-betting. Remember, he 3-bet pre-flop. That Queen 10, I think, hits a lot of the 3-betting range. Also, any calling or ranges. There's a lot of straight draws. Ace Queen, maybe even Ace 10 might come along, or like combo draws like Jack, King Jack, or King Ace. I don't know. There's a lot of hands that I think are making a play.
So Alicia 544 is in the chat room. That's Ducky's wife.
Oh,
we
cool.
want to apologize that you will not be getting a birthday present this year.
What? Whose birthday? Alicia's?
Yeah.
Happy
yeah, 'cause
birthday.
he just lost all her birthday money in that bet.
Oh, that's cold,
It's
dude.
really sad.
That's cold.
Maybe he'll scoop a big pot later, and then you can get something
Still early.
nice.
It's still early.
The trip to Paris is off. I'm sorry.
All right, so
Ducky's
Reese.
gonna come back and get it all back. So
Yeah, he's gonna come back and buy in for like 2,000 and stack Brian. Brian, by the way, has a ton of blue chips. I
we
hate
could
that.
color those up.
I want them. It tilts
He
me.
won them off Hollywood. Remember, Hollywood had like a wall of blue chips.
What is
and then he
Hollywood
won.
doing? It tilts me.
Well, he likes to have a lot of chips.
So I was playing a game the other day at somewhere else, and they had a ton of $1 chips on the table. And the guy stack was, I think he was trying to stack them in stacks of 10, but some of them were 9, some of them were 11. He had about $300 in ones, and then he loses a big pot, and the game was stalled for like 10 minutes just because the dealer had to cut all those chips out because it was a close, both stacks were pretty even, and I'm just sitting there like, man, this is so dumb. This is why $1 chips need to be banned. Not banned, but you know what I mean. But
So-
Stones does a good job of keeping the ones off the table in the 1-3 games usually.
Pretty good, yeah. Shaq's Spinner 32 says, I feel like in 1-3, most people fold if they don't have at least top pair, good kicker, and won't call with just straight draws, but maybe some combo draws. Do you see that like 1-3 plays significantly different than 2-5, 5-10?
It really, I guess it's really dependent on the player, because I also see a ton of 1-3 players that just play bad and they'll just commit and overbet draws all the time, or they're more likely to call. You can get way more value in a 1-3 game betting your hands for value than you can in a 2-5 or a 5-10 game, because those players can fold, whereas these players oftentimes will get sticky even with one pair.
But we haven't really seen players get too sticky in this game.
Not yet, yeah, not with this lineup maybe.
Yeah, I actually have to agree with Second Doctor.
Yeah. Me too.
I think that it is the opposite. I think 1-3 players tend to chase, and I think at that limit, at the low limits, 1-2 and 1-3, that it's a lot more players playing for entertainment.
Yeah.
You know, so you just want to see if they can hit a hand.
And that makes bluffing a lot harder too in these games, because they get called down.
It's hard to bluff
Yeah.
someone that won't fold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very hard. But like I said, you can make up for it by betting your made hands for value and getting twice as much value a lot of times than you would normally. And Poker Pro Eric, of course, chimes in. Yeah, 1-3 is not technically low stakes at stones. It can get very big, so it depends on the stack sizes as well. Especially on Veronica and Friends, yes.
Veronica wants me to play in her next game.
Do it. Why?
I don't have a bankroll for that type of game. It's going to be Sean McCormick in the game.
When is it?
Third Wednesday.
Wait, so is it Veronica or is it Lawn and Friends?
It's Lawn and Friends, yeah, I forgot. The most disturbing picture ever. There it is.
Yes.
Lon McCarran and Friends.
God,
there you
that's
have
ugly.
it. Our new show coming in May. It's going to be very exciting.
I'll get a picture of that.
Yeah. So you can't unsee that, unfortunately.
That's disturbing.
If you saw it, that's it. It's all over now.
Who made that?
Bob made it. We had to do it on the fly.
That's great. Some of his best work yet. And he's done a lot for Stones Live. All right, so Joker's got top pair, straight draw, Ducky with middle and top kicker.
So who's this new shooter?
We have. All right, so Pocket Abe's moved seats? No, never
Yeah,
mind.
he's still in 2. I don't know this guy. See if we got his name.
Looks like he's in for about 200.
Stones Live Poker chat in there says he believes Lon would make the worst drag queen ever. I think that I have to agree with you.
Yeah, it's disturbing. Yeah, C3, Mastak is building up his stack now.
Mustache?
Whatever, I don't know what we're calling it.
Mastak?
Mastak or
Mastasy?
Mastasy. Whatever. His new name is 707.
I don't know his name. I thought it was Chris.
I don't know what his name is. Bink for Jerry, the king of flushes, just flushes every time he has a flush draw. Easy game. Ducky trying to get some birthday present money back, but he's not going to go anywhere with this hand. All right, so there you have it. So we got 2 players hovering close to 2K now. A big pot can still happen. What is this?
That's the
What
real
is
Veronica
this?
and Friends right there.
I like the other one better.
You don't like the other one better?
I like the other one better.
With my half Lon, half
Yeah.
Veronica picture?
That's way better. So third Wednesday, that's, what day is it? Oh, it's Wednesday today.
But it's not the third Wednesday. Probably like 3 weeks.
Dude, this month went by so fast. I looked at the date yesterday and I was like, wow, it's the 25th
Yeah.
of April. Yeah, and I was like, man, I thought it was like March.
This whole year it feels like it's going
Yeah.
fast.
Summer's right around the corner. Is Stones gonna do that promo that you guys did last year for the WSOP? No?
I've got a better promo.
Uh-oh.
We're just going to throw a $40,000 free roll.
Really?
Yeah.
For 4 seats or for WSOP or just?
For money. Go buy your own damn seat.
How do you qualify?
I'll talk to you about it later.
When is it?
July 29th.
That's after the WSOP.
Yeah.
Oh.
What, the money's not good then?
No, I thought.
There you have a flyer for the 6-shooter. That's coming up here at Stones. Kicks off May 12th with a 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. flight. The next day, Saturday the 13th, 10 a.m., 6 p.m. Sunday the 14th of May, 10 a.m., 6 p.m. Again, 6 opportunities to play, $200 buy-in for 12,000 chips, and 30-minute levels on day 1. 15% of the field will qualify and go to day 2 and will be in the money. 100,000 guaranteed, but if you play multiple flights and qualify multiple flights, all of your ending day 1 stacks will be combined together for your day 2 starting stack.
Pretty sick. The question is, who is going to be the sickest, and how many bags are they going to combine?
I thought that we should have some type of special bonus if someone qualified all 6 flights.
Oh my god.
That would be tough to do.
How much?
I don't know, like a cash payout, like a $5,000 bonus or something.
Ooh, 5,000 is good.
Right?
It's only a $200 buy-in, guys. Only cost me $1,000 to try.
1,200.
1,200. Damn, my math's bad.
It's a good thing you're not that good at math since you're a poker player.
Yeah, Reno Grinder says that's impossible.
What, all 6 flights?
Yeah, it'd be
yeah. I don't see, personally, I don't see how you would play 6 flights. Like, you gotta think about it, it's back to back, right? So you have a 10 a.m. flight that's gonna wrap up around 5. So 7-8 hours can be running right in, and then the night flight another. So you're gonna play 16, if you last the whole thing, 16 hours a day for 3 days straight.
Are you allowed to multi-table so that when the second flight of the day starts?
The second flight, or the first flight will be done.
Oh,
when the second flight starts, yeah.
So it's possible, just near impossible. Because some casinos will let you play 2 tables and some won't.
Yeah, we don't allow it, so we got to do something different.
So we have a hand developing here. Not sure what's going on. Both players have jacks, pair jacks, and I think Jerry bet it and Abe called.
Yeah, Reno Grinder, you have a good point. And that's why I think it would be near impossible to do, so we could put some awesome jackpot up for it. And we're talking just qualified. You could be in the top 15% with 1 chip and that would count. But you would have to qualify in all 6 starting flights, make it to the final 15% no matter your stack. And then you would get like a cash payout. That's not actually happening, by the way. We were just saying, like, what if? Like, that would be kind of cool. Right?
Yeah.
Would you try and fire all 6 flights? You basically gonna play poker for 16 hours, sleep 8. Poker 16, sleep 8, poker 16. Right, and then sleep as long as you want.
Yeah, that's tough. I don't know.
Poker Pro Eric says Mike Postel runs that good.
Brian.
Plastica wants us to send the Lawn Veronica poster to her. It's on my Twitter feed. Check it out. I posted it last night, or 2 nights ago when it happened. So we have a big hand shaping up. We might actually see some action from Oliver.
We've seen pocket tens.
Look at Master C
long.
stack. Holy crap. He's got like, he's building a wall bigger than Donald Trump's wall. Well, so far it's true, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so far.
So we got Brian Jacks. Oliver just calls 20 with pocket 10s. Pocket Aves has 3-bet to 60, and Brian's just going to call with
what
his
is Oliver
jacks.
going to do? He's been playing very tight. He's got 200 behind.
He let it go.
He let it go. Wow.
That is very tight play. Whew. That took so long. I got kind of excited waiting to see what the card was. Okay, so Pocket Aves in a dream situation, 3-betting to 60, hitting his ace. Now he's just going to lead out, and unfortunately, someone with 10s, jacks, queens, they know in these situations the hands they're likely to get called by are going to contain aces. So he's seeing an ace on the board when you have one of these high pocket pairs is always so disheartening.
All right, let's it go.
And it's like
Yay,
pretty guaranteed. So we have a new dealer. His first time dealing on the live stream.
A rookie.
You recognize him?
Yeah. Really? This is his first time?
On the live stream, yeah. He's been training here for a couple days.
Oh.
And that's a classic Hollywood move right there, the old tip fold. he puts a chip on his cards and folds them with the chip, so even when he's losing money, he still tips the dealer. That's positive EV for the dealers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brian wants to get some back. So 2 big stacks going at it, and look at that flop.
Wow.
Everyone gets a piece of it. Top 2 versus bottom.
Brian now has converted to playing small ball. He opened up with big bets in the beginning of the stream, and now he's just... Are his chips on lockdown? Is that what happened? He's not giving any back?
I don't know what was going on, because the first few hands is when the stream just started, so I don't know if there's like what the history was, or if there was in fact a $25 straddle or something weird going on. But I think Brian's playing pretty much how he normally plays now.
And deuce on the river changes nothing. Stack with the check mark. See if he can get any chips from Brian. Probably not. Reno Grinder says WSOP promo question mark. I think they're talking about when you brought up the Survivor Series.
Oh yeah, that's what it was called.
It wasn't really a WSOP promo. We ran a 10 show episode on Saturdays last year on Stones Live, where we had a different cash game every Saturday. And while the players would play in the cash game, the viewers would vote on different criteria every half hour. And by the end of the episode, whatever player had the most votes, so it was viewer decided, they were held a seat in a 9-handed sit and go on the 10th week. So each week we had a winner that came back on week 10 to play this sit and go, and the winner of the sit and go, one winner got a $10,000 seat for the WSOP. It was a pretty cool promo, right?
Yeah, it's a free roll.
We have another kind of cool show idea coming up soon, but that's all I can tell you right now. Sorry. It's privileged information. But we're working on some really exciting stuff right now. Kind of a game show where we potentially could be giving away up to $1 million.
Oh my God, I heard about this.
You did?
You did, yeah, you told me.
Oh, I wasn't supposed to.
But you didn't tell me what it was about. You just told me that there was a $1 million promo.
Just you shut your mouth. So it's going to be $1 million promo on the live stream, and the odds of winning it are actually pretty good for $1 million, about 1 in 6,000. I'd take a 1 in 6,000 shot at $1 million.
Yeah.
Better than the lottery.
Yeah.
I mean, you actually are more likely to get struck by lightning than to win the lottery.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Yeah.
You're more likely to get bit by a shark
I've never bought a lottery ticket
Twice.
before. Twice?
You're more likely to get bit by a shark twice than to win the lottery. Did you realize that?
So the chances of getting bit by a shark are higher than getting struck by lightning?
No, struck by lightning, just once. Better chance of getting struck by lightning than winning the lottery. But when it comes to shark bites, you're more likely to get bitten by a shark 2 separate times in your life than to win the lottery.
What if you don't swim?
Then your likelihood probably drops.
Yeah, that's Sean in the box, guys. Oh, we got someone eating a salad. Jerry is eating a salad.
See, smart guy. I actually told them at the beginning of the stream that salad eating is positive EV on the stream,
gotta get some
and I
nugget.
thought like everyone was gonna like instantly order a salad.
But if you,
I would've.
run it 3 times, it causes a nightmare.
I like the shrimp salad. I just tried it for the first time. You know what's crazy is that the menu here is actually a lot bigger than the menu that they give you usually for the poker room, because you can get the full menu as well, but you just have to pay higher price. But there's like if you're someone that plays there every day and you're
you can have it
tired
on
of
your
the menu,
car, or you can just have it on your car.
yeah.
What percentage of poker players would you say are winning players in the long run?
I don't know.
What
remember-
percentage of all the players in this room, let's say, how many games do we have going out here? We have 7, 8, 9, 9 games times 9 players per game, so we have 81 players in this room. How many of those 81 players do you think are winning players long term?
10%, maybe less.
I asked you for a number.
Well, 8.
8, okay.
8 or less. 8 or
So
less.
you think there's 8 players in this room that are winning players? Interesting. I don't know. I don't know
the
the
long
answer to
run?
that.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I remember reading something that said like it's only like 2%.
2%?
Yeah, but
I feel a lot better about my play now.
don't know. Let's look it up.
Okay.
And if you guys know the answer in the chat, someone's saying 15%.
Happy Uno says 15%. I call BS.
You think it's higher or lower? What do you think?
I think it's lower than 15%.
Yeah. What percentage? Oops. What percentage?
Ghost of M, that comment from Diamond, it might have been my fault because earlier I made a reference to Master C's chip wall currently being literally bigger than Donald Trump's wall. So I apologize. I didn't mean to get him started on politics. My bad. It is a nice wall though. Master C's wall, not Donald Trump's wall. Master C's wall is nice.
Man, we're gonna have to build a wall like.
That is, look at that wall. He needs a wall to protect that wall.
You hear about all the stuff that's going on with like North Korea and stuff like that right now?
Weren't you just over there? Why didn't you?
I was
just
in
talk to
Japan.
him
Yeah,
for
I was
us?
in Japan when they did
That's
the
practically
missile
there.
testing.
It's Asia.
Yeah.
It's like all connected,
It's crazy though.
right? Japan's
yeah.
not an island.
Yeah, it is.
It is?
Oh my god.
Crap. You know, one of these days I'm just gonna time out Poker Pro Eric just for fun.
Yeah.
Not even because he did anything wrong.
Do it.
Okay, let's do it right now.
I'm gonna say less than 10%. 10% is the highest, I would say.
I apologize, Poker Pro Eric. I'm only doing this because I want to.
Look at all these 8s and 9s.
This is the first time I've ever used my mod power for evil, to be honest.
You really
with
just shut him off? For 600 seconds.
600
Oh my
seconds is a
God.
long ass time.
That must be like eternity for him. He's like, he doesn't know what to do right now. Where is he? It's like
Oh man.
he's over there like ripping his hair out right now.
You can use the unban command.
Okay.
The /unban.
No, I timed him out on purpose.
Bob just told us that you can't get unbanned
No, we're gonna give him the whole 600.
from
Just, you know what?
you're banned for life.
You
I'm
don't get
sorry.
to needle
It was
me
an accident.
without any retribution. Okay, you can't just come in here and say, "Oh, Stones does this, JFK does this. Oh, look at Kyle, his shirt's ugly." You can't just do that. That was me, by the way. That was me saying that. There, enjoy your 600 seconds. He's gonna come down here now. He's gonna be like, "Yeah, time me out now. I'm right in front of you." Yeah, that's the first time I've ever used my mod powers for evil, and I have to be
He's
honest.
crying. He's crying. He's literally crying right now.
Sometimes you take the high road, you know, and sometimes you take the low road, and I took the low road today. Sometimes you got to take the low road.
I think
It
it's
feels
classic.
good to take the low road sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't do anything wrong, but I was just like, it's gonna be fun to time him out because he's being snarky.
He probably posts the most in the chat out of everyone. Also,
I love it. I love him.
there
I
was-
just think that a 10-minute break is nice too. But- sorry, Eric. I hope you don't hate me. He hates me. He hates me.
yeah, he hates
I can
you
tell,
right now.
even though I think he did say the same
You
thing
should give me
about
the
your shirt.
give me the power to wait. What?
Don't you?
I probably do. What is the
Do
command?
you have a sword?
When I do it, what is a sword?
Put it in there. Type
do I
something.
have a sword?
Type something.
Just put it in there. What the fuck are you talking about?
Just Jesus Christ. Are you sure you're not drunk? Look, type something in there. Type anything, whatever, and just send it and see if your name has a sword. Yeah.
Oh,
you're
so,
mod.
so I could just like
So no, watch. Click on Ghost of M's name.
Ghost of M.
Yep.
Because this whole page.
No, you. That's not Ghost of M's name. Right there. See?
Yeah.
Click on it.
Click on it. Ghost of M. Sorry,
All right,
we're just testing.
And
we're
then you
testing.
just click that to time out or that one to ban. Oh, I opened the thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. Let's see if your power is working. All right, close it. And oh, see, you can't time out Ghost of M because Ghost of M is awesome.
Oh, I can't time.
No,
What?
You cannot.
Why? So
Power revoked.
So my power
Your
is.
sword does not work.
What?
Sorry.
Wait, no, wait. What
You're
does this
safe,
do?
Ghost of M.
Ban the user. Oh.
Do it. Ban Ghost of M.
Wait, is that
Get Ghost
temporary?
of M. It's permanent. Get rid of them. Do it.
Seriously?
Yeah, do it.
Who is Ghost of M?
Don't worry about that. Just, there you go. Let's see what happened. Ghost of M is all powerful.
What? Who is Ghost of M?
Can't be banned, can't be timed out.
Oh, this is so stupid. Ghost of M has a sword too. That's why.
Got him.
Damn it.
Ghost of M, do not lie to him, okay? Look, it's like faking an orgasm.
Which
if
one
you
of you
tell
is
him it's
Ghost of
good,
M?
then he'll keep doing the same thing. You gotta be honest.
Hey, you're
up front.
Who's Ghost of M?
So the only one that can time out a moderator is Bob.
Yes,
Yeah. So if your name's not Bob, you just can't do it. So we got a flop here. Let's talk about poker. 5 flop a set.
Wow.
Master C continues to dominate this table,
wait.
and
He's not home safe yet. Hollywood's got a flush draw.
Pocket Abe's with 8s. Yeah, it's not like he's got it all locked up, but he's
And
in
Hollywood stuff.
pretty good shape.
Just a call, and Abe's gonna call. Oh, I thought it looked like an 8 for a second.
Now, Pocket Abe's could hit a 7 or an 8 here to pull ahead if he decides to stick around.
Yeah. Master C has to avoid a lot.
Hollywood's
of
kind of been
outs.
about chasing his draws too. So
Well, except for that first one. Except for the first one, the big one, where he shoved and didn't get there. That was also against Pocket Fives for Brian.
Look, Sean McCormick is in the chat room. What's up, buddy? Hey, you don't want to get frisky with me tonight because I am banning people for no reason. It's very exciting, actually. I feel very powerful.
He just called me Mr. Ugly Shirt. I'm gonna ban him.
Don't do it. Don't do it,
Is it
Kyle.
This one? Is it this one?
Don't do it. No, that one will permanently ban him.
No,
he'll never.
Oops, I just clicked on something.
Oh my God. No.
Oh,
Come on.
wait, it's automatically 600 seconds? I thought I could undo it right away.
Yeah, we can undo it. How dare you? How dare you time out Sean McCormick?
My bad.
Oh, Ghost of M, unbanned him. I rebanned him.
Wait, what? Which?
Just too much of that. You want to unban Poker Pro Eric? He's suffered enough. Unban him.
Oh, I forgot about him. It was so nice without him, right?
Oh no! Stop.
JK.
Let's see. Where is he? We'll bring you back, buddy. Where is he? I can't just be mean like
I'm
that.
surprised Bob hasn't like banned me or.
Bob should ban you. Hey, can we ban Kyle?
He just timed out Poker Pro Eric again.
What? Oh, he was already untimed out? All right, can you chat? Poker Pro Eric, can you chat? Let's bring you back.
He's crying. He doesn't want to talk to you.
Are you there?
He's giving you the silent treatment.
No, I need him to say something so I can reban him again.
Oh man.
You know what
we got a new
should do?
player named Eric in the game who has Ace King. Oh, that must be our seat 6 guy.
Oh yeah, it looks like this
doesn't have a
picture. It's
picture.
like a nuclear apocalypse happening behind him, right?
Yeah, it's North Korea. Post North Korea.
No, Sean, I wish we were. I think Poker Pro Eric left the chat room.
He's so butthurt right now. Oh man, he's probably blasting us right now on like some other forum.
He's on live at the bike talking about how he'll never watch Stones again.
All right, so Brian has the lead with the pair of 6s on the turn, but Hollywood is going to take a stab. I'm assuming it was checked around on the flop, and he's going to go ahead and stab at it and win the pot. Hollywood making a comeback.
So you know, he likes to be called Hollywood.
Hollywood.
You gotta say it and like go up a little. Woo.
Is there an earthquake?
You know what that is? The wheel. We have a giant wheel for when you win a promotion, and that tall overhead camera is mounted to the bar on top of the wheel. So when someone spins it,
I remember someone saying that now.
it shakes it like there's an earthquake.
Nightbot just sent out the subscribe to us on YouTube. I think that's specifically to Eric. He wants Eric to resubscribe. Eric has left us.
Rick and Barstow, check out the counts on them and the other one. Pretty interesting to see. Yeah, we're definitely the small dog
Ducky
tonight. So,
with the ladies.
Appreciate everyone that's here.
And look at this, Reese picks up ace king right behind him, chooses not to 3-bet from the big blind. And Eric, the new player, comes along under the gun. And Eric's gonna flop top pair here. Let's see how this goes down. Ducky is probably gonna put out another bet. She does. Reese could float with ace king, but he does have a player behind, so he's gonna let it go. Eric is probably going to see another card. And now Ducky is a huge favorite. He bets 60. Eric's got about 180 behind, I think. Or actually, it says
Yeah,
a little
I
bit
think
less,
you're about
yeah.
right. It says less, but I'm looking at a stack. It's about 180.
I like the sizing by Ducky because it definitely allows Eric to shove. That's kind of an ugly river.
So, I mean, Eric might think he's good here because he does have top pair.
Yeah.
But Ducky with pocket queens has the check mark, and I mean, there's no amount that's going to bluff him off of this.
Yeah. They're definitely exchanging some words here. You can't hear it though. Looks like he's gonna call.
And that's bad news. Pocket queens are good. And Eric's up and out. He's leaving his player card, so he
I
might
think
be
he
coming
still has
back.
a few chips left. I think if I was Ducky, I would just go all in there instead of bet 100. I don't know if he wasn't paying attention to Eric's stack size or whatever, but I'll be right back.
Uh-oh. It's just you and me, guys. So Veronica's asked me to play in her show the third Wednesday in May. She wants to do like a bosses game. And I don't know if I'm prepared for the chaos that is Veronica and friends. I just quit drinking. I've been clean and sober now for about a day. It's going good. So it's 15 to go, and we're around to Hollywood with 3 deuce. Is he gonna play along? I mean, no, he's gonna fold and he's gonna tip. My favorite move from Hollywood, the old fold tip. And we're heads up, Pocket Abe's and Jerry W. 4s and Ace 5. Not the type of flop a Pocket 4 would want to see. A paired board, especially with an overpair, brings lots of counterfeit opportunities where an ace could be good. However, in this case, a bet is going to win it. Pocket Abe with nothing to continue with there, so willingness to bet, all you need. Thanks again for everyone who is here with us tonight on Stones Live Poker. If you haven't done so already, click the little heart on your screen, subscribe to us. We're usually here on Mondays and Wednesdays from 7 to 10 Pacific Standard Time. However, occasionally we do go live on days outside of our normal schedule for final tables and special events. So if you are following us, you can set it up to get a text message, email, whatever you want. Let you know when we are live and on the air and you can join us.
Looks like a couple of good 2-5 games running right now.
Are you going to play when you're done here tonight?
We'll see.
That means yes.
Have you checked Twitter? I wonder if we could tweet Eric and say your timeout is over.
Brian also running good. It's interesting though that Brian and Mustak are getting mixed up being the two chip leaders. Maybe that has something to be said for why they do. I said chip leader, by the way. Why they do, have such massive stacks is because they've been willing to jump in and mix it up.
I would be. I mean, obviously we know Brian plays bigger games, so he definitely wants to play big pots.
Right.
Sure.
He's used to it.
I don't know a whole lot about Master C. Okay, so Ryan misses his flush, but he got the ace. And now Master C might call him.
Yeah, that's a horrible card for Master C.
That card was probably better than a heart. Are they going to exchange the chip lead? Do we have a new day one chip leader? Not quite.
Master C just stacking chips. Went up to Top Golf with Master C and Hitman and Veronica on Tuesday.
Yesterday?
No, I'm sorry. It was Saturday. The days are all bleeding together for me. It was pretty fun. I'm not really a golfer, but Top Golf's kind of like a nightclub / driving range. It's a weird concept, but cool little place. And apparently, I am a natural at hitting the ball far.
I'm pretty good at hitting it too, even though I don't golf. But I used to play baseball, so.
I was like, oh, maybe I'll take this game up, and they're like, look. There's more to it than just hitting the ball far.
Yeah, I only like hitting the ball far. I've tried golfing once or twice, and it was just not for me.
I watched a very educational golf video before I went and tried to really envision my swing and think about it. But what helped me the most was watching these old videos from a professional golfer. Actually, he was a hockey player, but he played golf instead because he could hit it really far. He would hold it like a hocky puck.
Nice.
And he would run up on the ball and hit it.
Wow.
And he would hit it so far, further than anyone to ever see. And there was they played in this Masters tournament, and it was him neck and neck with this big league pro that was like a favorite to win the golden jacket. His name was McGavin. And do you remember this? This was probably 15 years ago. So his name was Shooter McGavin, and he's going up against this guy that's this huge favorite, and ended up winning a miracle putt at the end when someone drove a VW car onto the course and knocked it all down. So his last putt, he had to play with this obstacle in the way because they're like, no, the ball plays where it lies. And so he was 2 shots ahead, so he's going to shoot around and shoot, but he just went up, shot it, and it like went down the pipe and rolled the other way, and then went back just like a mini golf course and went right into the hole. And that's how Happy Gilmore became the gold jacket winner of the U.S. Open.
Yeah.
That's the infamous story of Happy Gilmore when he beat Shooter McGavin by one swing. You don't know this story?
No, I don't.
Man, that's so sad. This is like one of the greatest golf stories of all time, and the craziest thing was Happy was not even a golfer. He was a hockey player, and he got sponsored by Subway, and unfortunately his grandma died during that whole thing. It was like this whole. Are you serious? You don't know? I thought. Oh well.
Anyways, yeah, Oliver probably, I wasn't paying attention, but Oliver probably folded 8-8 from the big blind. He is.
You didn't like my story.
Tight.
It's a true story.
Cool story.
Cool story, bro.
Oliver just doesn't like playing pocket pairs, guys. He just folded another one. Abe's gonna see a flop. He's gonna be somewhat happy with that.
96. It was in 1996.
Come on, dude. I was like 11 years old.
Look. You don't know who Happy Gilmore is?
Yeah, I know who Happy Gilmore is, but yeah. Wait, so that happened in the movie then, but it didn't really happen.
You need to watch this movie.
I saw parts of it.
You need to watch the whole movie.
I might have seen the whole
movie.
movie.
All right, there's a fight scene with Bob Barker. It's off the hook.
Okay.
You know who Bob Barker is, right?
No.
Oh, God, he's the old Drew Carey. Do you know who Drew Carey is?
Yeah.
That's who Bob Barker used to be. Now it's Drew Carey.
I'm really bad at movies. Really bad at movies.
Drew Carey is a game show host.
I don't even know what the movie I watched yesterday was called.
I can't be this old.
All right, a couple of draws here.
Kyle's getting trolled and doesn't even know it. He knows now. What a jerk. All right, what's happening? Catch us up.
A flush draw versus a straight draw.
There you have it.
Abe has a decision to call right now.
That is actually a pretty tough spot for Abe. We've seen Abe run like a god on the stream. He's kind of struggling tonight. He's in bad shape too. He is in bad shape. Like for him to hit, he's already behind. He has to hit something.
I like the bet by Brian too. It's like a 70% pot.
1 second after this hand, I got to pop out there. I just want to see how this finishes.
Most of the time, when your opponent checks to you on the turn and you have position with any type of draw, I like betting like 70 to 80% of the pot because it's gonna work most of the time. Just like that. And if you get called, you have equity still.
All right, I'll be right back.
Oh man, not myself. What's up, guys? No, I can't explain it because I don't know what the hell he's talking about. I'm pretty sure I've seen Happy Gilmore too. Actually, I know I've seen it, but I just didn't really pay attention. So anyways, oh, Eric's back. What's up, Eric? Eric went to, Justin went to go find you right now. We were calling you back for a while and disappeared, and we were worried that you were crying somewhere and maybe did some bad stuff. So Justin's looking for you. Maybe text him or tweet him, tell him that you're okay. Look at this, 2 pair, aces up, versus a set of queens. Did you find Eric?
No, he's not here.
He's back in the chat.
Oh, Eric's back.
Oh, he was on the phone for 15 minutes complaining about his timeout probably. Look at that, 4-card flush. What an action killer.
Right? Especially when everyone has red cards.
But Jerry, what is that? Oh, he bet. Why was that pot so small? That pot was so small.
Yes, Ghost of M. I was describing the story of the hockey player turned pro golfer, Happy Gilmore. And Kyle doesn't know who Happy Gilmore is.
I know
That's pretty sad. I mean, you know who Adam Sandler is, but you don't know who Happy Gilmore is, okay?
yeah, I got trolled.
It is probably the best Adam Sandler movie. It's like right up there. It's pretty close with Waterboy. I really like Waterboy. Bobby Boucher.
Yeah,
That's different here.
See,
you know Bobby Boucher?
I've seen Waterboy, but I don't remember Bobby Boucher until you mention it.
Oh, okay. Bobby Boucher and Happy Gilmore are probably my two favorite fictional characters. And a close third is Hulk Hogan. You don't know who Hulk Hogan is. Oh my God, I'm so old.
What movie is that one?
It's not a movie.
It's not. Oh.
It's pro wrestling.
Yeah. Okay.
The WWF.
I was gonna say that next.
Goes to M. It was a gold jacket. Okay. Now Goes to M's trolling me. Green jacket. Of course, it's a gold jacket. All right, we're heads up. One of those classic races, Ace King and Pocket Eights. My favorite type of situation. Oh wow, how are they running this board a couple times? Yeah, they are not. Wow. So I was about to say my favorite situation for the Ace King Pocket 8 matchup or any like overs and pocket pair is not when they're all in pre, obviously, but when they play it out and the flop completely misses both. It's one of those spots where you really get to see the skill of the players involved. When there's some overs on the board, but the over pair didn't catch a pair, and you get to see who knows how to maneuver in a hand.
Man, I made some crazy plays or calls yesterday. It was amazing. I felt so like a
Here? Another place?
Another place.
Who's at another place? He's cheating on us.
I made a call with a deuce high flush with 4 hearts on board, and then right before that I made a call with ace high, and then what was the other one?
I heard there's people lining up right now to be in your game.
I know, dude. I made 4 hero calls and they were all right, but they weren't. The funny thing is that they weren't hard. I didn't have to think very long to make the call. And there were some big bets too.
Unfortunately, it looks like we might have lost Pocket Abe's. His player's card is there, so maybe he is coming back. I don't know.
Did he just get felted?
Unfortunately.
Damn.
Oh no, he's back. Okay, he's coming back, guys.
Hollywood.
Gotta get his money back now.
I think Hollywood's gonna win this hand.
Checking the dark? It's even better, right? Okay, I'll check.
I do like me some King Jack. We got a bunch of 9s.
Master C leads out. Oh no, wait, it was checked in. So he's gonna take a bet. Probably gonna work. Hollywood, quit Hollywooding. Let's go.
How's he gonna be called Hollywood if he doesn't Hollywood?
Oh my God, Hollywood.
Service on 11. Great.
Ooh, Hollywood sensing some weakness and puts in a raise. It's gonna work. Or not. Master C is reaching for chips. and he's
Why is he getting sticky here with 10-7?
He's reading Hollywood as weak here. Hollywood is a very tight player too. So putting in another raise here, I don't know, could get him off a lot of hands other than 9s. But the question is, what would Hollywood be raising with?
Yeah, that's what I was expecting to see from the stack.
Besides a flush draw, maybe. So there's a race for the day 1 chip leader bonus right now. 2 players at 1.9k.
Doesn't work to needle Jake when he's not here. He has to be watching or something. So Poker Pro Eric came back, but he didn't say anything?
No, he's talking.
Where?
Oh, maybe you just can't see
Oh, there
him.
he is, there he is.
Wouldn't that be funny if there's a way that he can block you so that you can't see what he says?
Can't do that, I'm a mod. I see all, I'm all seeing and knowing. I just have to keep refreshing my feed because it freezes.
Yeah, my thing right here is not even working. I don't know. Whatever, don't need it. What's up, Eric? How was your timeout?
We got a mandatory raise button. There's Eric. Welcome back, buddy. What happens when you get timed out? Did you like go to another like alternate universe?
Alright, we have a 3-bet put in.
Eric with ace 5 is bumping it up, and Brian's gonna call. Brian more than willing to go to a flop with king queen.
Yep. I think Eric needs to bet a little bit more in order to make a successful 3-bet squeeze there. But
Everybody whiffs this flop, but Ducky with overs to the board and hearts is in great shape. I would recommend playing this a little on the aggressive side. Try and build up a pot. Oh, no need when the guy in front of you just sticks them all in, and it's only 140.
and Ducky's stuck too, so he might just be like, F it, I'm gonna.
Interesting spot for Brian because he's in between possibly another $550 shove if he just decides to call there.
He can't.
But now it's just the two of them, and yeah, there's no way he can go anywhere. And right away, 9 on the turn.
Just have to fade
Great
ace
card.
or 3 now.
And there it is, Ducky taking it down. So the hearts don't make it, but nice. Did the card change? I thought I saw 9 come out. Oh yeah, there's the 9.
It did.
It's just the graphics aren't caught up. Okay. That 8 goes on the river, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't mind the shove though, I guess, by Eric after the 3-bet, but I think that see, that's the problem with playing and it is a 1-3 game, so buying it for 200, 300, that's fine, but you're at a disadvantage when other players have so many more stacks, and you're always going to be the effective stack with a couple hundred, because in order to make a successful squeeze there pre-flop, I think he needs to bet a lot more to get those guys off their hand. But whatever. What can you do?
What would Happy do?
What would I do?
Happy.
Happy?
WWHD. That's what would Happy do?
What would Happy
HD.
do?
Yeah, what would Happy do? That's our new hashtag. I forgot to put
You forgot to put the hashtag.
Yeah. Can you help me out with these kids and their hashtags? There we go. Get that trending on Twitter for us. So I have no clue what's going on. Our graphics are way behind.
I saw a couple of
There
hearts
we go.
And ace on the flops. We're just gonna
this is so
skip
exciting.
This hand.
It looks like Brian hit an 8. We're due for a big action here.
I agree. I was just gonna say that. Just gonna say
Crazy action. Supernova. 5-way all-in. Blood on the table. Maybe someone falls out of a chair. What else?
I've done that before.
I'm not surprised.
Falling out of the chair.
What happened? How did it occur?
I was just like leaning back on it. Oh no, you know what it was? I wasn't sitting on it correctly. I was like on it, like on my like this, and then I leaned back and I fell back while playing a hand.
Oh.
I was in a hand.
Did you still win the hand?
I did, and I had chips. I had a stack of chips in my hand that I had because I was probably shuffling them or something, and I fell back.
Where are you going?
I fell
Oh,
back.
you're showing me what happened. This
Yeah,
isn't.
and I kept the chips in my hand like this, like.
And saved them?
Yeah, I didn't drop any of them on the floor.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah.
Were you drunk?
No, I was sober.
You should have just said you were drunk.
Just like how I should say that I broke my tooth at the poker table. Yeah. Couple of pairs here. Oliver has a big pair. Let's see what he does. Oh, he's gonna fold because of ace game. Ayah. Jerry has ran pretty good. It seems like he's won most of the pots he's entered.
Well, he's only playing premium hands like ace deuce, so it makes sense.
And just a super quick fold by Oliver.
And another scary card.
We already know how this story
Should save him
ends.
a lot of money. though.
Jerry makes every flush draw. He,
Oh, he broke the streak.
so he's running like 80%.
One thing that the 1-3 game does not tend to take advantage of is the ability to run it multiple times. You see almost every other game will use that feature. The 1-3 can.
Can you run it twice on the regular tables or only the live stream?
Only the live stream. It's a live stream feature. However, when we do the Stones Live outer table games that aren't streamed,
counts?
those ones can. It has to be a Stones Live branded game. If it's Stones Live, then all the Stones Live rules apply.
Cool. What is the purpose of having the Stones Live outer tables when there's no stream?
Well, really, it just started because I had certain games that were so popular, and
You didn't
players,
want to keep it
you know,
regular.
I was like running PLO once a month, and players were like, we want to play PLO all the time. So I was like, look, basically I'll just do for you what I'm doing for the Stones Live game. Reach out to the players, organize the list, tell everyone when to be here, but we'll just set up another game for you. I mean, why not? If the players want to play,
Your host, Justin.
your host. So, I mean, I love putting these games together. I love, some of these games that don't just materialize in a casino. Like 510, for example. 510 doesn't just happen. Those are very specific players.
Yeah.
They need to be organized. And
Yeah.
they need to know, come here at this time, there will be a game. And that's pretty much what I've started to do with these outer table games.
Out of the 24 hours that you get in your day, how many hours do you think you spend doing something for your job as a tournament director and everything? Because I know tournament directors in general, you guys deal with a lot of crap.
Almost all of them.
Like 24 hours, like you just like sleep and you're.
I mean, it's like sometimes I am doing stuff that's for myself, but at the same time, like if a text comes in or the phone rings, or I'm also the social media manager, so
yeah.
some like a complaint comes in on Yelp or
Like I texted you the other night, I think. By the way, I was also semi-drunk, but I think it was pretty late. It was like
Kyle is drunk dialing me. And I try my best to be very responsive, but there are times when I'm just like, I need 2 hours to myself, and I turn my phone off and don't look at it. It happens.
Sometimes I wonder because I don't get an immediate response, and I'm like, what the hell?
You're like, what the hell?
Ridiculous.
This fool.
This is bull.
No, your phone, when your phone becomes a leash, sometimes you just gotta put your phone somewhere.
Yeah, like when you're on a date.
Yeah, I take it on dates. Well, it works out right now because I'm just dating the same person, so she understands.
Okay.
Yeah. But when you're dating, yeah, and I'm like, just so you know in advance, like I might have to take
Say
a call.
I'm a surgeon. Just tell her I'm a surgeon. I'm
Yeah,
on
she's
call.
like, you must do something very important. I'm like, yeah, I run a poker room.
You're
like, we save lives here.
You are a surgeon. Someone's life is on the. I have to go save someone's life.
I might get called away at any
Automatic
moment.
brownie points. You're winning. That would actually be pretty awesome. You'd have an edge over the field.
An edge?
An edge over the field in dating. You would crush it.
Because they would know that if they ever needed surgery, that you would do it for them for free. That would be the edge, right?
Yeah.
Free surgery for the rest of your life.
Unfortunately for them, they're.
Hey, baby, I'll give you surgery. That line work? What do you need surgery on? Let me operate.
Cool.
The stack working on his trump wall.
Hey, what table is the live stream table?
11.
11.
Why do you ask?
Oh, because you know how they have the rack attack here every hour, and they just called out table 8. So.
Oh, you were hoping it was the live stream.
Yeah.
The live stream does get rack attacks sometimes.
The live stream is eligible for all the bonuses, jackpots, and everything. We're just waiting for it to happen.
So ready for a jackpot on the stream.
I'll be
so
so
ready.
tilted when it happens and I'm in the booth and I'm not on the table.
You know what's going to happen when you were supposed to be on the table, and then I needed you to be in the booth last minute, and you agreed to do it because you're a nice guy.
I'm just like, no, sorry,
then
the
it's gonna
jackpot's hitting tonight. Guarantee me a piece if the jackpot hits, and I'll cover.
All right, guys, you're watching Stones Live Poker. We have a 1-3 no limit hold'em game tonight, and you see there, Master C in seat 3 has a giant wall of chips. Has definitely been crushing this game, really not allowing anyone else much room to maneuver. We count his chips up. I think he has like 2,100. 6.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Some chips. That's enough to buy us drinks after the show.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Bottle service.
Think you should buy us a drink?
Bottle service. I have a bet right now for bottle service that the Giants will do better than the Dodgers this year. And they're playing. Oh shoot, they're playing right now. Do the Giants play? Guys, can someone update me on the Giants and Dodgers score? Thanks.
All right, we got Jack 7 facing off against Queen 10. Both of them catch a piece. Brian in the lead, of course.
Ducky's made some of his money back. Remember he lost a big pot earlier. And I think he only rebought for like 400-ish. So
let's see how he's doing.
No hitter.
Oh,
wait, what do you mean? It was a no hitter into the 6th. Kershaw pitched yesterday. Who's pitching right now for the Dodgers? Oh, Cueto. So Cueto had the no hitter.
Why can't I type? There we go.
You've been restricted by Eric. Eric has.
Let's see. Yeah, Ducky's still stuck about 600.
And our newest player, Eric, is stuck almost 900 already. Master C is only up 500 since the stream started. But he's probably up more than that. I don't know. God, who's pitching for the Dodgers, Eric? Can you just like put all the info in one message instead of like 20 short messages?
Brian with the check mark on the river, and another one of those boards is just not cooperating with us. We're not going to get any big pots this way. I guess 500's kind of in. I'd be happy to win a $500 pot.
Yeah.
Lorson says he only needs 400 more to finish his wall. If only it were that simple.
Well, I think what they're trying to do is they're eventually going to connect the wall from seat 3 to seat 8.
Yes.
And
Is Brian building a wall too? Brian's not building a wall.
they're trying to get Oliver and Abe and Jerry
Brian has a dam.
secluded. Michael Morse, man. Giants are so tilting this year.
Just so you notice, if you ever start talking sports to me, my eyes just glaze over. It's not because I don't know, okay? It's mostly just because I don't care.
You know, I just realized that the game is on the TV right in front of me.
Well, there you go. Holy crap, the Giants are getting no-hitted. Did I say it right?
No hit. No hit. No
Hollywood
hit.
hits King, and Reese has no hope.
Bo in Delaware. Thanks for tuning in. We don't know what everyone's starting stack sizes were. The max to start the game is 500, but once the game starts, you can match the biggest stack. So I'm sure some of these players added on. The game starts like an hour before the stream starts, so.
Poker Pro Eric is trying his hardest to get another timeout. Don't worry, I'm only going to use my powers for good from now on. I just needed you to know that I could use them for evil if I needed to.
I know how to do it now too.
He's power hungry. All right, there you go on the chip counts. Brian now with 2.2, the stack 1.9K. These guys are definitely the huge winners for the night in this little 1-3 game, 60 to 500 buy-in.
I feel like Jerry's winning too.
Probably is.
Let's discuss the man. Taxes are so boring.
Taxes?
I hate taxes.
Why do you want to discuss them then?
Eric's trying to get us to talk about taxes. I think the North Korea situation is more interesting, just because the worst possible impact is huger, because we could all die.
But I thought that they launched the missile and it fell into the ocean.
Yeah, it failed. But then they also demonstrated. They also did like some other like military demonstration like not too long ago, where they had like a bunch of like there's tons of pictures and stuff. It looks kind of cool actually. it looks like something in like a crazy movie, and they're just like firing off missiles and stuff.
I heard they had a volleyball game at their nuclear plant.
That's where they do all their training.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's how they get their superpowers.
Yeah. Nuke Japan and leave USA alone.
Wow.
It's okay, I'm not in Japan anymore. Man, can we get like a good flop board? It's crazy. Sometimes the stream, you know, we get a ton of like last Wednesday.
Yeah.
Every pot was huge,
And it was a high 10.
every board was just like action. And some days we have days like today where there just isn't a lot of craziness. Oh, this just in from our live reporting team. There's a runner on base. Christian Arroyo is up to bat in the bottom of the 7th inning, I'm guessing.
Okay.
He's a rookie, by the way. He came up yesterday. He got his first major league
Rookies,
hit off
that's
of
the guy
Kershaw.
that plays in the outer field, rookies?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, am I thinking of Wookie? A Wookie, that's the guy with the beard, right?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Yes, Poker Eric. Thank you for stating the obvious. This is why TV is edited.
He is actually a genius, just so you know, okay?
Oh, wait, no way. It's a home run. He hit a home run. There we go.
Bob, if you're listening, why don't we just switch over to the Giants game and we can just stream that and talk about it? Can we do that legally? Let's see. Are you there, Bob? Talk to me, Bob.
Queen, queen 10. Another
outside smoking.
another airball flop for everyone. Everyone's pretty much playing the board here. Oh,
Oh yeah, chop it. Oh no, Brian still
just
has
put another
6.
queen or 10 out there.
Brian's just gonna take it down right now. Who can call? Oh, Mustat could call with his
We need
flush
some
draw.
soul reading ability.
That's tough. Yeah,
just-
where's the soul reads? Oh,
I caught the tail end of it.
what was I
Yeah, we
asking
need the
Bob
Giants
for?
game on the
Yeah,
main
we're
screen.
gonna stream the Giants game and talk about that. Can you just put the Giants game up? Bob's gonna get right that.
Oh, I called it!
Wow, you did. You did call that. It's really
I
good.
called it.
So this has been
That's
the
the
last
most
hand of
excitement.
poker. Now we're gonna switch over to the Giants game, and it's gonna be Justin and Kyle talk Giants baseball.
Oh boy.
Are you ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Hit that ball. Run around those bases.
Chopped it up.
What? Bree is in the house.
He's been
Remember
in the
that story I
house.
told you about how he got his
Yeah,
name
I know
earlier?
that was fake, dude.
Oh, I was gonna confess to you just now. You already knew?
Come on, cheese.
This is
It's
like
so cheesy.
This is like
It was-
what I did.
It's too cheesy. It's
Yeah.
too cheesy of the story.
Or I need a symbol. Just clutch a symbol. When I was a kid, I figured out that Santa Claus was not real, like long before my parents decided to tell me. But I totally didn't tell them that I knew because I thought that my parents would be like, "Oh, well, since you know he's not real, you
Yeah.
don't get presents anymore."
I did the same thing.
I kept that
did
on
the same
lockdown
thing.
for like
I did the
5
same thing.
years. I was like, and then one day my mom was just like, "You know Santa's not real." I'm like, "Yeah, I've known forever." I didn't want you to know I knew.
Yeah, I think a lot of people do that. I'm sure a lot of kids do.
The smart kids do.
Yeah, the smart ones.
Because you're not gonna cut off your present supply.
Hell
You know,
no.
like what the hell?
That's like
We got
gifts and money.
This
it's like
this
free
could
rolling.
be
This
the
could be the
action
hand.
matchup that we've been waiting for, especially if
No,
Ryan comes in
but
with
no.
Deuce 3.
Oliver has aces though, which means if a king comes, he's gonna fold.
I don't think so. I mean, he's in great shape, but look at this flop. He's got a rainbow board, completely disconnected. The only thing you even kind of have to worry about is a set.
He's worried that Reese has pocket twos right now. Guarantee it.
Do you really think if someone raises right here that Oliver would fold?
100%.
No way. You're out of your mind.
Oh, look at that. Reese is like, he looks up at the camera, is like, FML. This sucks. And he folds. Brian actually is live. He's got a pair of twos right now. How long has Abe been in witness protection?
You don't know him. And here's something that's worth mentioning, and this is no knock on Oliver. It's just pointing out when you sit at a poker table for 2 hours and you don't play a hand,
You don't
and
get action.
and you fold pocket tens. When you finally make a bet, it's very difficult to get called. Like the other players, even for that type of player at that conservative play, it gets noticed by even the most novice players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing happens when you have the opposite. Opposite when you have a player playing every single hand. The other players notice that and tighten up.
Yeah.
Even the loose players that normally play every hand will tighten up.
I've seen it happen. Yeah, we've seen it happen a ton of times.
It's crazy dynamic.
See, look, they're talking about your shirt again. I told you, it's a really ugly shirt. I don't know why you couldn't have wore a nicer shirt
Who's
tonight.
Chris? What's it?
That's your nickname. That's what they call you when you don't get my jokes. They go, "Oh, what a Chris," you know. And then right there, he used it again to tell you about your shirt being ugly. But we said this like 3 times throughout the stream. I mean, look at this shirt. Come on. Seafoam, yeah, right?
Oh, Master C is Chris.
Oh, Zeph Win, one of the most clever
look at this.
quotes of the night.
we got it all in, and Oliver is gonna call with Ace King.
Now we finally got an action matchup.
Let's see how many times they'll run it. Because this is a classic.
They
race.
haven't really taken advantage of that.
Remind them, you can run it twice. You can run it 3 times. Let's race if we're gonna race. Know what I'm saying? Best of 3. I think Eddie's asking if they want to run it twice. They haven't exposed their cards yet.
It would be interesting to see if Oliver wants to run this one twice. And queens are still good? Oh, and not anymore. The king changes everything. Nope.
Oh, so they are running it twice.
Okay, we're
maybe
getting
3
a
times.
whole board twice, at least.
I'll take ace king. I'll take ace king to win the series. Because I'm already up 1.
Oh my god! So they run it twice, and ace king gets the best of both. Watbury says, running it twice for $81? Yeah, why not?
Dude, I would run it.
Let's
I
have
would
some
run it 3
fun.
times. I mean, that's probably the most excitement we've seen in a while.
Poker Pro Eric, appreciate your help letting us know they're running it twice, and thank you for being here to let us know.
What does the star mean?
Click it and see.
Oh.
It's fun, guys. Jesus. They're 50-50. I say why not run it twice?
Especially if the pot is like $10. I would run it like 3 times.
Yeah, 3 times.
You gotta get some fun out of it. They were the 2 small stacks of the table too. So we got a seat open.
Get in there.
I'm gonna check if it's.
I really
still
think
open.
Kyle should. Who thinks Kyle should go play this game? He wants to.
Oh, you know what? It looks like our friend Chris P took a seat.
Oh, no spoilers here.
It's hardly a spoiler.
Okay.
Beaver Fresh. Bink. There's a straight for Ducky. Just Brian can't really play his hand though. Standard bet. I'll be a standard fold.
I'm sure you'll see him around.
Are you tweeting?
No.
There we have the chip counts. Not a whole lot of movement other than the top 2 stacks, really.
You're very antsy tonight.
I forget where, Kyle, do we need to play so you get some trip money? Yeah. I could have used it last month when I was running like crap.
11, please, 1,000.
Where are you going next? I know you're a big traveler.
I'm gonna go down to LA at the end of May. And
I mean, like big trips.
maybe Tampa in June is the next like far one.
Oh, okay.
And then from there go to Vegas for the series.
Are you gonna be there for the whole series?
Nah, I don't know yet. I think I'm gonna right now as scheduled. I think I get in around June 20th, and then I may or may not stick around or
Couple weeks?
for the main.
I'll be there June 28th, so hit me up.
Okay.
The Pocket Abe's comes in with Ace 9 and flops trips.
Are you gonna play a tournament or what?
Yeah, I'm gonna play a few.
All right.
Why, you wanna back me?
I was gonna ask you.
That laugh, wow!
I would probably more likely fall forward bipolar, and I'd smash my face on this thing right here. Wow, Pocket Ace has quads, and it's a huge, whopping $17 pot. That might be the pot of the night, folks. Eric, I have no idea what you're talking about. June 28th to buy in the winner
Oh, that didn't
of
sound
the
good.
summer contest to the main event.
The summer contest? What's the summer contest?
I don't know what Eric's talking about. I honestly, half the time, I don't know what Eric's talking about.
What's up, Fat Train in the house?
Aw, man, do we have to stay?
Is he stopping by? I
He
think
said he's
stopping
coming by.
Yeah.
Can we just leave? Ducky under the gun takes the small one.
Stones winner for the WSOP.
Oh, Eric, you were on timeout when we talked about the promos, I think, but Stones isn't doing the Survivor Series this year.
Oh, yeah, Survivor Series would have had to start already
Yeah.
and able to work. We're just going to throw a $40,000 free roll in July instead.
How do you qualify? Or you I already asked that, didn't I?
It's so lengthy to explain, and I don't think anybody here wants to hear it.
Is it something like you have to play a certain amount of hours or
That's
something?
one way, but there's other ways. There's lots of ways to get in, actually.
Can you start it like later? Because I'll be in Vegas.
Patrick, we actually, thank you for offering to come here. We actually have a special guest taking my seat in a moment.
What?
Oh, you're sad?
Who?
You don't want to be surprised?
Oh, it's Train?
It's not Train. Train said he doesn't want to work with you anymore. So you make him look bad because you're so handsome. Right? Isn't that what you said? Your Japan picks were incredible.
My Japan picks?
Yeah.
What do you mean my picks?
Your pictures.
Oh, pictures.
Do the kids not call them picks anymore?
Yeah, no, picks. Well, I thought you were talking about picks, like I was picking like a team or something.
This show. It's like we're talking different languages. It's like the English language is completely morphed in 10 years to where words that I know to mean certain things you don't even understand. And he doesn't know who Happy Gilmore is. Tell Fat Train you don't know who Happy Gilmore is.
I know who Fat. I know. Wait, who's Fat Train?
Justin Kelly.
JK.
A lot of guys in this spot. So
Yeah, a lot of
5
aces.
right now. Pocket aces, ace 10, ace king, all the aces.
That's a 4-bet
Ace
too.
10 gets out to the 4-bet.
I am willing to bet a lot of money that an ace will not come on the flop. Let's see what Oliver does. He 3-bets. He's very tight.
Savage Medic, that is such a good idea. I would love to do something like that. He wants to do a show, Bicycle versus Stones Live Poker. Would be a great show.
Yeah.
Who would you pick for the Stones team? You, Jake, Matt H,
He's a
Azan.
crusher.
Azan.
Sure. Let's do it.
That's the team.
Let's do it.
No one can beat them. They're invincible.
Send them up here. Send Israeli Ron up here.
I've never even seen, oh my God, I've never seen a flop like that.
All the queens are still live.
I've never seen Azan lose a pot. Have you?
What?
No, Azan does not lose. You can't think of one time Azan lost a pot.
Yeah, I was just thinking the last time we played a big pot and he won.
It's impossible, yeah.
Okay, so Brian
Azan
picks
always
up a
wins.
flush draw here. Did it go check? It went check, check.
And check, he has a flush draw and he has potential inside straight draw as well.
Notice how also Oliver 3-bet with ace king and folded to the 4-bet. He's probably in pain right now.
Ducky bets 140. He's gonna get a call. Brian's gonna see the river before deciding whether to stick around with
it.
this
He's got
hand. And
Straight out,
is he
flush
there?
out. He's there.
He's there. 7 completes the straight.
He went from gutter, fall to open-ended with a flush draw
He went from 0 to hero.
to the straight. And
7 is
Ducky
way good.
Just goes all in. Brian
Ducky ships it,
has the nut
and
straight, but he's worried
Brian
about the flush.
only has to be worried about a flush. I don't think he is. He is thinking.
There's no effing way. He calls. He wins.
And that's it. All the chips are gone. Sorry, Ducky. Ace is cracked. Spin the wheel.
The rich get richer.
All right, guys, we have a special guest for you tonight. He was playing in the game earlier, and we're going to get some guest commentary. Kyle Kinagawa and my friend, Master C. Is it Master C? Mustache? Master C. I was right. I was right with Master
how do we
C.
say it? Master C. Master C.
All right,
Okay.
hop on in there. Thanks.
So, way to spoil the fact that there's already. Wait, so he's not. He's gonna commentate on his own hands.
Oh yeah.
Man,
I'm
that's
gonna
awesome.
cheer myself up.
I wish I could do that.
Right?
So, it looks like you had a pretty good session.
Yeah, it started out really well. A little card dead towards the middle end, but I mean, you're never going to complain when you run
Yeah.
hot any time in the session.
How much were you in for?
1,000.
Okay.
So up, I don't know, about 900, I think, right there.
Okay.
So
Seems like you and Brian were really the only two like big stacks in this game. You guys weren't afraid to go at it with each other.
no, definitely try to play some hands with
Yeah.
Brian. You know, the nice thing about him is you're not limited just to playing the nuts. You can value bet pretty well against him.
Oh yeah.
So what's up, Chad? I see everybody going crazy.
So where do you play mostly?
Mostly in Grayton and Santa Rosa
Oh,
area.
yeah.
So, and then probably I play out here like the second most, you know, just because this place has amazing tournaments, you know, a lot of, you know, good events. And also the live stream.
Yeah.
You know, it's a good way to bring me in.
How's the action been at Grain? Because actually I was talking about that yesterday with someone.
It's been pretty good. You know, the 1-3s are always pretty good. You're always going to have like 4 to 5 1-3 games going, and then a couple 2-5s. So definitely, and you have a good mix of players too.
Nice. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players to the flop here. Just 7. Let's see, where are you? You got Queen 10 of Hearts. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
2 flush draws. Oh man, this could get ugly.
Yeah, and you know, so when I'm thinking Hollywood calls me, it's kind of the person I least want to call me because he's, you know, generally a tighter range to begin with. So he's going to be aces and better flushes. I just don't see him calling too many worse flush draws. You know, maybe a jack high flush draw, something like that. So with this turn card, I don't think I'm really getting him to fold much of his value range, and again, I don't know if I really bomb, he'll probably fold, you know, like his flush draw. But I decided just to kind of slow down and just give up.
Check, check.
Definitely one area that improved on over time is not just blindly barreling. You know, old me would just barrel, shove.
And actually, I found myself when I started playing a lot more 1-3 because the games are deeper here. That was one of my bigger flaws, was that I was playing really aggressive and barreling a lot, and getting called because these guys don't fold.
Right.
And I found that, like I kind of mentioned it earlier in the stream, I found that I get a lot more value just from valuing when or betting when I have a hand. Yeah.
You know, and the nice thing is, I find also a lot of times if you check back one of the streets, you're going to get 2 good streets of value most often. You know, I mean, a lot of hands, you know, especially like, I don't know if it showed yet, it had like, you know, Jack 7, you know, top pair kind of lousy kicker, and I think I got called by like an under pair. Yeah, and I'm only going to get 2 streets at best. But by, you know, mixing in the check early, it's definitely I could get a, you know, 2 streets. But if I go,
control.
Yeah, if I go like flop turn, then he's folding turn. You know, most people will.
Jerry flops top pair, top kicker again. Seems to be hitting a lot of flops every time he comes in. It's been pretty selective with the starting hand range too tonight, which is good.
Right. Yeah, I actually called an open, you know, raise from him, and I actually thought it was Brian. And once I realized it was not Brian, I was like, oh man, I got to reevaluate here and get lucky.
All right, so Chris looks like he leaves out here. It's the only way he can win. It's a rather small pot. Yeah, easy call by Jerry. Chris is our new player. He plays a lot of 1-3, 2-5, no limit, A little bit on the tighter side, smart player. It's not going to get out of line. Looks like he bought him for about 14 or 1500.
Yeah, he eyeballed my stack and I added on another 1,000, which I don't blame him. I mean, if I see somebody that I don't know with a big stack, I'm probably going to try to do what I can to max my buy-in. Yes, Watbry, me and you, we got to get our golf date set up. We're going to have
the golf tournament
on
Sunday?
Yeah.
How'd that go?
Really well. I shot terribly, so basically we did as good as my partner did. I think we ended up shooting like 4 over, and I probably only lost like 6 balls, so it worked out. But so Waprai and I have a $100 putting contest that we're gonna be doing at some point.
Yeah, cool.
So.
Man, look at all those chips in front of Brian now. 2.6.
I know. He's started running well, and the thing about Brian is he's going to get called by some pretty suspect hands.
That's just his playing style. He plays a wider range, and he knows how to get value out of it.
And
too.
I think a lot of people make the mistake, and I actually did that also, of just because you assume that someone has a wider range when they're playing, that you expect their river bets to be wider as well. When someone like him he knows where he's at, he knows what people think, and he knows he's going to get called light. So he can bet, size up on rivers and get called, for a lot of value.
Yeah. This game is in Citrus Heights, California. It's just outside of Sacramento, California. Degenware. Oh.
We got everybody in here. We got Tooth Doctor, Puck Pro, Rick and Barstow, Watbry,
The usual suspects.
It's past my bedtime.
Are you staying in Sac, or are you going back to...
I'm going to go back tonight.
It's like a 2-hour drive?
Yeah, 2.5. I mean, it's from an educational standpoint, doing streams is a must do.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of players are worried that it gives out a lot of information. I understand that too, but at the same time, definitely gives you a chance to rewatch your play and
well, the thing is,
let other people.
Yeah, you're always gonna be learning, you're gonna be adjusting, and nobody really adjusts to what you do, like people think that they will. It's like. And you also know that, say if you just go crazy, that they see that, they might, call you lighter or something. But
how many times have you played on this?
I think this is my 4th or 5th time playing on this stream.
Cool. For all of you watching, you guys got to get in here and play. He likes it. It's a good game.
I mean, if you're serious about
making money,
getting better, you have to.
All right, so we had quite a few players on this flop.
Yeah, so Reese has the open ender.
Yep. Chris with middle pair, best kicker. 2 pair now for Brian. The big blind special so far.
The Brian special.
Yeah. The triple B, Brian big blind special. Triple BS.
Yeah, without that.
It's gonna put the pressure on Reese here, raising it up. I like the raise, kind of have to. There's too many straight draw possibilities out there right now.
There's just so many things that can, try to come along that you just got hammered. Not to mention with bottom 2, you don't really want to be counterfeit.
Tooth Doctor. I don't know, but if you check out the app, the Stones app, it actually has a calendar of all the events and all the Stones live schedule as well. So you can contact us when you see a game that fits your schedule that you want to play and get on the list. The games fill up at least a week ahead in advance, so make sure you let Justin know ahead of time, not last minute. Yeah.
Yeah, and usually the 1-3 games are going to be either the Veronica and Friends, which is a 1-3 100 game, and that's going to be the third Wednesday of every month, and then the traditional 1-3 game, which you can see from these stack sizes isn't too traditional, is going to be the last Wednesday of every month.
So you know the schedule better than I do.
Yeah.
But yeah, we stream everything, 1-3, 2-5, 5-5, 5-10, 10-25 games. Like to keep a good mix. Definitely suggest this app though, Stone's app.
Go get it.
You can also sign up. It shows you the wait list of and all the games running, and you can actually sign up by just tapping the screen. You don't have to call in like you do everywhere else to get your name on the list. It's really convenient.
Now, one thing that's kind of interesting here with Jerry, he has an ace queen and he's won't 3-bet that after having
we've seen that a few
several
times on this
callers.
table,
So if you start thinking, okay, so if he's not going to 3-bet ace queen, when he does raise, what does he have?
Yeah.
It's such a narrow range. So if you're trying to improve your game, you have to mix in a lot of 3-bets.
Yeah.
Here,
You gotta squeeze every once in a while too.
Yeah, and I decided to call Brian on the turn because I know one, he'll be checking back a lot of 9s to the razor, but he can also be checking back 5s, and then leading out with flush draws. So I decided to call him on the turn. But here, once he bets 65, I actually think he's a little bit more value heavy. But I decided to go against my read and pay him off because it's Brian.
Well, also, he probably would just check back a 9 there on that river with the king. So, I mean, unless he did hit the king, it's a very good chance it's a bluff.
Right.
I think, or the nut 7-8, but that, I don't even.
Yeah, and like I said, when I check back the flop, in position on the button, I think my hand kind of looks like what it does too. If I'm calling on the turn, so that's what's leading to maybe he had a little bit more bluffs there.
And you're blocking a straight draw too,
Right.
With 2 7s. Where are you from, Tooth Doctor? The delay is about 25 minutes, guys, approximately. Yeah, if you are planning to come play this game and you don't want to look silly, bring at least a couple thousand.
Yeah.
Because this game gets really big for a 1-3 game. All of the 1-3 games here play the same table stakes. Like I said, I heard stories of people losing 8K pots. I've lost a 6K pot in the 1-3 game here. Sometimes the 1-3 games here are bigger than some of the 2-5 games running.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, no, I don't think I'm going to be able to play in the 6-shooter. I got to work during that time. Always got to work.
for the 5-5 stream, you probably want to bring anywhere from
Probably like 3K.
3 to 5, yeah. 2 to 5.
Well, I mean, and it also depends on your reason for playing a stream. If your reason is to get better, you know, then you want to maximize the time that you're here, you know, for the full 3 hours. And you can just run terrible over 3 hours, so you need to bring enough to survive that.
Yeah. Oh, Ace Ducio, I don't think I answered your question. Yeah, so I had a really bad month in April. I've been playing a lot of tournaments this year, which is not something that I'm used to doing. So I had like more than a 20K downswing in March. Just couldn't win anything. And so I basically told myself and all my Instagram followers and everything that if anyone sees me playing in a game bigger than a 1-3 game for the remainder of the month, I'll forfeit whatever chips I have on the table in front of me to them. Yeah. So I just rehabbed at 1-3. I made maybe a little, like a couple thousand. I really only had about a week to play, remaining of that month, and then I went down to LA. I had a good session in a 40-80 game, and then I flew out to Japan for a short vacation. So I really haven't played that many hours in April, but I'm having a much better month so far, at least.
Yeah. That's a tough one.
Yeah.
The nice thing, it gives you an opportunity to, to kind of find out your grit, to really buckle down. And the nice thing, especially about nowadays, is with social media, you have the ability to make yourself accountable.
Yeah.
Just like what you do.
Yeah.
If
That's the first time I did that.
In that bigger game, then I'll take it.
Yeah. There were definitely some times where I really wanted to play in a bigger game, and I was like, I can't because I already posted that on social media.
So what's going on, Demolition Dude? Sean McCourt, Jimmy Buffett. I think I played okay overall tonight. I kind of got the benefit, especially early on, of just some big hands. I was a little bit surprised with some of the action I got with those big hands. But, when you have a big hand, you're just going to play it. You're going to look like a genius either way.
How much is Brian in this game, do you know?
Let's see. He brought in 500 in the beginning, and then
he doubled up through Hollywood right away with that flush draw versus he rivered it.
I think he might be in just for the 500.
500.
I can't remember if he added on a little bit or not.
That's
because I know once he doubled up, that's when I added on another 500.
Okay.
So
yeah, that makes sense then. That's a good win for a 1-3 game, folks.
Yeah. That's
so you played Veronica points too?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's where most of my streams have been.
Nice. I played on that once, and we did 2 rounds of live 6, dead. It's a 1-3 game, so live 6, dead 12, dead 25, dead 50. 2 rounds of that.
So last night we were playing in a game that was kind of dull. So me and another guy who played there from time to time, when we get together, we like to spice up the table.
Yeah.
And so we got everybody to agree to the straddle, and then I started doing the dead 12. Because that makes people lose their mind. They're like, this guy's crazy.
Yeah.
And then so we got it up to where we're doing the same thing. It was 1, 3, 6, dead 12, dead 24, dead 48. It was a pretty good night overall, and of course, I was playing like a donkey and just hitting everything. So
yeah,
a good night.
Yeah, Brian was in that game too. That was one of the funnest games, though. Seriously, like you're basically playing a 25-50 game, but and the funny thing is, for a 1-3 game, everyone was so deep in that game. It felt normal. It wasn't like automatic shoving or all in. It's like normal.
Well, and so it's like usually there's always this crazy straddle, or even if there isn't a straddle, people are just used to opening to 25, 30. So then it's fun once in a while when you can just get away with like a $12 open, and people just don't know how to react to it.
All right, so Oliver's got aces again here. Chris misses. Chris is the new player at the table. He hasn't really seen how Oliver's been playing unless they have history prior to this, but. Yeah, he didn't really connect with that flop, so.
Yeah, but you look at someone's stack, you kind of make some inferences from it. You see super short, especially when everybody has some pretty big stacks. Yeah. And you got to think that he's probably not all that aggressive, maybe not all that experienced.
That's one of the first things I actually look at when I sit down at new tables.
And you just see like a comfort level with people too.
Agreed.
Like, when I was looking at him, he just doesn't look comfortable being there. Just new. Mm-hmm. You all start somewhere, and like if I could have done streams when I was brand new, I totally would have. It just increases your learning curve so much more.
Yeah, it's crazy how much resources we have now as players that wasn't here 10 years ago when the boom was really happening. Harlan versus Jake versus Kyle versus Veronica. Who's the favorite?
Thanks, Jimmy. Appreciate it.
Chop Pots got banned? Who banned you?
No, nobody can ban Chop Pots. Shaq, I play 2-5 there once in a while. Right now I'm still building my bankroll, so I try to stick to pretty strict bankroll management, but there's definitely a few players that I'll go ahead and jump over for.
What's the buy-in for the 1-3 there? Is it
the 1-3 is 500 to start and then table stakes.
Oh, it is. So it's like the same thing.
Yeah.
Cool.
Which is also another reason why that game is so great.
Yeah.
What's up, Fat Train?
What's the 2-5 then?
The 2-5 is a $1,000 max buy and table stakes as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Did they recently change that? Because I think I was there. Well, I haven't been there in like 2 years, and when I was there, I'm pretty sure it's 1K max with the T5.
It's always been table stakes.
Oh.
Now, I thought when it first opened that it was 1,500, but everybody tells me no. But I could have sworn, like, I remember open buying, a table for 15.
Interesting.
But I don't know. Maybe they just let it happen. They're like, yeah, let this guy buy. We want him putting money in.
Brian with the suited ace deuce. Yeah, so Tooth Doctor, the way it works is the game starts at like 5:30 or 6-ish, and then the cameras start rolling at 6:30, and then the stream starts at 7. So there's the delay of 30 minutes, but they've been playing for at least an hour before we go live. My last trip to the Oaks, damn, I don't even remember. It's been a while. I should probably go there. I'm planning on going down to the Bay Area next week to play some cash games. Probably gonna be in San Jose, but I might check out Oaks because that's actually my home casino when I first started playing live. I grew up in El Cerrito, so it's like 15 minutes away.
Yeah, I definitely wish I had a little bit more access to, more rooms. But at least, it's nice having Creighton as my closest casino. I definitely want to make my way out to San Jose, Matrix, playing some of those games.
Alright, Pocket Abe's has ace jack.
Yeah, I think my hands.
Hijack versus cutoff.
Yeah, I like my call, even though his stack is a little short. He's been pretty snug, so I have, it's not that hard to figure out kind of where he's at.
What a board.
Yeah, at this point, there's no point in taking a stab at it. I actually thought he took it because I can't read the board at all and realized that we chopped the pot.
Oh, I didn't even notice it was paired.
Thank God Paul knows how to do his job and let us both know, because neither Abe or I recognize that. So you just pretty much out here now? Or do you just spend X amount of time out here?
No, I'm based out here. I live here in Sacramento. Might be making a move though by the end of the year to San Jose.
Oh really?
Yeah.
You just play a little bigger out there, or just
bigger player pool? I think there's bigger player pool. I think that's the main thing. Sacramento, there's enough places to play in Sacramento, but like I'd like to be able to have a little bit better table selection, game selection.
Right. Yeah. It's definitely one thing I noticed out here. There's a lot of pretty solid players.
Yeah, I would say that the concentration, like good players, bad players, is definitely higher in Sacramento than
I see that.
A lot of places. The good thing though is that it's cheaper to live out here.
Yeah, a lot.
By a lot.
My area is no joke.
Brian is past the 3K marker now. He is just on fire.
Yeah, for the last hour and a half, he just started hitting everything and getting paid off on everything, which is good. If you hit and get paid, dream scenario. I feel like he runs pretty good on the streams too.
Yeah. Ace Ducio asks why I'm not going to move to LA. San Jose is closer to home. Like I said earlier, I'm from the Bay Area originally, so I've got family and friends in San Jose. It's closer. Plus, my sister lives in LA, so if I want to go down there to play, I can stay at her place, which is what I'm going to do next month.
Yeah, that's kind of one of the things you got to look at when you're moving somewhere is just quality of life.
Yeah. I don't like traffic either. I know San Jose's got traffic, but LA traffic is the worst. I'll be tilted before I even get to the casino.
Yeah, I used to have to drive, like with no traffic, about 45 minutes, and then with traffic, like an hour and a half to go play.
It's ridiculous.
And that was in the days when you couldn't call to put yourself on the list.
Oh man.
And I was like one buy-in and done. So I get there, put my name on the list, wait another hour and a half, and then just like get stacked the first hand and have to go drive another hour and a half back.
That sucks.
Yeah.
I remember those days. Reminds me of early years in college before I was 21 yet, and I was at Davis.
Okay.
And Jackson Rancheria was an 18 and up casino, and it's about an hour 15 minutes from Davis, and so I'd make that drive with a couple friends, and didn't have much money, didn't have a bankroll then, so we'd go with one buy-in, and then it's a long ride back.
Yep. I mean, it helps separate like the people that just kind of want to do it versus the people that are going to do it. Yeah, I mean, you got to be pretty in love with the game to deal with that.
There were actually times, when I was super degenerate mode, back early days, and I would know that I would go crazy if I like lost a couple $100 or whatever. So I would purposely only bring $100 with me and leave the rest of my money at home. Go lose, drive the hour and 15 minutes back, get more money, and make a second trip out on the same day. Yeah,
we got like 3 different stream speeds going.
This one's not working right now, and
This one's a little bit of a delay.
oh, is it?
Yeah. Because I was at the table for a second there, but not there.
Yeah, this is the main one. Did the game break right after?
Call back on 11, please.
I'm not sure. Might have.
Looks like
they're done.
I think they're done right now, but I thought they were playing.
Probably. I'm not at the table. I guess they're just gonna leave.
Shot pots. I went to Cache Creek a couple times, but actually, I think the first time I ever went to a casino was Cache Creek, and it was when it was a tent. It was just a tent.
Right.
Yeah, and I think it was 18 and up back then too, and then they switched it to 21 and up, and I had to wait until I turned 21. But then I would go and play it. I played a little bit of poker there too. And it's crazy because when I was in college, Thunder Valley didn't even have a poker room yet, and now they are huge. Have you played there?
I have not yet. I want to make my way out there.
Yeah, there's lots of places to play around here.
Yeah. It's just hard for me to justify going, 2.5, 3 hours away to play a game.
Plus you have what is it, 101?
Yeah, they don't really have too many games anymore. That's where I kind of grew up playing, but...
The grain just crushed them.
Yeah. They killed everybody. But it's amazing. People come from San Jose really far to go play a great.
Yeah.
There's always...
No, people from Sacramento go there too.
Yeah.
And they just got a hotel now too, right?
Yep. And that thing's pretty much always full. They ask for it's pretty expensive to stay there, but I guess people are staying there.
Yeah.
This is interesting with Abe. He's been kind of running not so good. So now that he has the nut flush draw.
Yeah.
I should probably bring a check. So Jerry seems a little bit conservative.
Wow.
Maybe about 45.
I guess he's betting it to protect against a flush draw, and he's assuming that he's chopping if
I
he's
guess
got
with that,
ace. So it's kind of like a free roll bet.
Yeah, I didn't see the 3 pairs. Should probably move my water bottle out of view of the screen. But then you just check it back?
Yeah, I went check on the river.
Yeah, so that's another thing to kind of keep a mental note. Who can value bet Rivers Stanley, who can't.
Yeah. You can't get there, you're not Brian.
Yeah, or Mike Fossil.
Do I remember the poker table machines? You mean the electronic poker table things? I never played them though, but I know what you're talking about.
The ones that were going to take over poker dealing in all games.
Yeah.
Rick, I'm not sure the price is. I think Grayton's actually a little bit more expensive for the rooms than the bike. But
I haven't stayed at the bike yet.
Sure.
I heard it's pretty nice though.
you know, I tried to stay there one time on like a Wednesday, and they, you know, and I showed up at like 1 in the morning, you know, to get a room, and they weren't budging at all, so I didn't end up staying. But everyone says it's nice. I know Rick stayed there a couple times whenever he plays on their stream. Well, I'm sure there's a lot of nicer rooms in LA. It's just us poker players probably don't want to drive anywhere.
Yeah.
You just want to play until you're about falling asleep and then stumble upstairs to your bed.
Hotel rooms is like the hardest part, like for when it comes to like traveling.
Yeah.
Because it's just that's the annoying part.
You know, I
It's
really
more
think-
expensive than airfare.
Yeah, I really think like if I was gonna try to play on like some circuit, provided I'm not, you know, like win the World Series or something, but of like getting like a motorhome or something and just kind of driving to the different stops.
That'd be kind of fun actually.
Yeah.
Do some road trips with like a friend or something too.
Yep.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
It'd also give you some motivation to grind a little harder too. You know, because I mean, so much of that grind, you're just kind of like a solo adventure.
Yeah. Definitely helps. It cuts the expenses down too if you have a travel buddy.
Yep.
For sure.
Yeah, I mean, look at this. So, all over 3-bet. Yeah. So you have a tight open, a extremely tight 3-bet.
Yeah.
You know, and
What was that?
Nobody's gonna
Was there a
do-
flop?
no, seat 1 3-bet took it down. You know, but I mean, ace 10 folds out.
Yeah.
You know, suited. So that's just one of the things. If you're super tight, you're just never going to get action on any good hands that you have.
Yeah.
Then again, you could leave them like me and just 3-bet all the time, and then nobody folds anyway.
Yeah. I played an episode, I think it was 5-5 here, and I was 3-betting a lot that episode. I was squeezing with like 5 Ds, 5-3, like crazy stuff, and squeezing and getting away with it for the most part. And then I started getting paid. I started getting paid off a lot after that, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I love 3-betting. It's just people don't really know how to handle it very well.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what Pocket Abe does with his pocket aces. He hasn't had too much luck tonight
I
with
hope
his
he
pocket
wins a big
pairs.
pot.
The only problem is, you know, Jerry raising is great because you expect him to have a tight range.
Yeah.
But because it's Jerry raising, if he doesn't have kings, queens, he's pretty much folding everything, and now you're just, you know, winning a minimal pot.
And you did that basically 2 hands in a row.
Yeah.
They are rebuilding Bay 101, so you don't have to worry about the depressing interior much longer. All right, we got one more hand, guys, or this is the last hand.
You definitely take the chance to hit the like button up at the top, hit that heart, because the games here are good. The entertainment's good.
Let's see a big one, big final pot.
Yeah, especially since I'm not here. Let's see some blood.
You're probably in the booth already. You left your chips on the table, or? Oh, looks like the game is still going.
Yeah, so I'll go check it out.
I'm probably gonna fall in my chair. We were just talking about that earlier. All right, we don't know what Chris's hand is. I'm gonna say it's pocket fours.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think Chris is going to be weighted towards a lot of ace-x suited, and then, you know, medium pairs if he's defending from the small blind. I mean, he does seem a little bit of a tighter player in general. And I don't know that he's really seen any of the hands from Ducky where, you know, he's kind of paid off lightly or, you know,
I think he might have been watching the stream in the other game he was in.
So, and what did
looks like Chris bet and Ducky folded. So Chris wins a pot on the stream, the final pot. He's gonna pay for his food. Hopefully it's a salad. And these are the final chip counts. Brian crushed it tonight. Our friend Master C here also did very well. That's a nice $900 profit for you.
I'll take it.
Yeah. Drive safe back home. It's nice having you in here.
Absolutely.
And thanks for everyone that tuned in today. We're here every Monday, Wednesday, 7 to 10. I don't know what the next game is, but you can check.
I think it's 10:25.
Oh, it could be. Is it?
Because I think Monday is like starting next month, I believe.
That's true. Dang. Yeah. The next episode is already next month. That's crazy. But yeah, good episode tonight. We'll see you guys. What? Oh, there's a game on Sunday?
Oh, the last Sunday tournament.
The last Sunday. All right, so we got a final table for you guys on Sunday. It usually starts around 7 or 8 p.m. Check it out. It's a little different than cash games. If you're a tournament pro or tournament player, just trying to have some fun, come on down here. Get a chance to play on that live stream. If not, you can watch it at home and yeah.
All right. Good night, chat.
All right, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Peace.